I can't wait to hear this. I don't know whether it's going to be a good, interesting story or just, snoozer. So Michelle and I pull in. Welcome, everybody. MJ Morning Show, Q105, 6 o'clock here on 104.7 FM. So Michelle and I pull in this morning about 5:30, and wow, Fester's car is sitting in the parking lot. I'm like, what is going on here? Fester's car in the parking lot before I even get here with Michelle? There must be some type of an interruption in the space-time continuum or something going on here. What's shaking, man?
Wow.
So what's the story? And then I check my texts. I had not checked my texts. And let me read the text that was in my text thread in my app here. Fester, text me. If you need me, I'm sleeping in the company massage chair. That's right. We have a massage chair. Has that ever been disinfected? Are there, just out of curiosity, are there like health club grade, like alcohol wipes or, medical grade wipes, like hospital PDIs or something? Are there wipes in that little room where they have the massage chair to clean that thing down after employees just laid down, get massaged in the chair? Or is it completely covered in like streptococcus?
Yeah, it's covered in some stuff. I mean, it's not like it's a health spa or anything. It was like, like Sally in accounts receivables. She was like let go, and then they cleared all her stuff out and then put this massage chair in
there. Was not enough receivables here, so they had to let her go. So why the hell are you here before I get here? That you're a half hour after I get here arrival at best.
Every day.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, that massage chair is so nice.
Freaking yawning over here.
All right, so
yeah,
I am of surprisingly little use to almost anybody except for early morning trips to the airport. My wife left a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
Yeah, you took your wife to the airport, and
she took her trip.
She went to Illinois to visit cousin It.
Yes. And and last night, my mother-in-law started packing for her trip to another god-awful Midwestern town.
Peoria, Illinois?
Not too far off.
Skokie? What state is it?
It's Missouri.
Missouri. Was she going to Branson?
Yeah, she's going to Branson.
She going to the Ozarks?
She's hanging out with the relatives down in the Ozarks. No, she's going to see her sister in Kansas City.
Okay.
So
Kansas City, here I come.
Yeah, she's on her way.
So she's going to Kansas City, Missouri, not Kansas City, Kansas.
I think the airport's in Missouri.
The airport is in Missouri because I've got to fly to, I've got a Missouri trip to Kansas, but then I've got to drive into Kansas. So I've got a Kansas City, Missouri arrival, but then I have a Topeka, Kansas destination.
Yeah, I don't know if her sister lives in Kansas City, Kansas, or Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah, I've got to fly. This is November. So mark your calendars now.
November?
I've got to take a day off in mid-November. Yeah, for one day. I'll do the morning show Monday and Tuesday, and then right after the morning show on Tuesday, Michelle, you still going to be working here in November?
I hope not.
Hope
I'm not.
Michelle, you might be driving me right to the airport in mid-November because I've got to go to Kansas for a day. So, yeah, I fly out right after the morning show on, I think, a Wednesday sometime in November. And then I fly out on a Tuesday, and then I get into Kansas City, Tuesday afternoon. I've got to do a TV shoot first thing Wednesday morning.
In Topeka.
In Topeka, Kansas. I got to do a TV shoot. And then I get on a plane at 2:30 and come right back. So I got to miss like a Wednesday show in mid-November and then right back Thursday and Friday.
Let me go with you. We'll have a great time.
Okay.
We'll go to Arthur Bryant's.
What the hell's that?
You don't know about Arthur Bryant?
Sounds like an air conditioning repair company in Kansas City.
Maybe his
Arthur Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating.
It's like a legendary barbecue joint in Kansas City.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm a fan of Kansas City barbecue. See, Michelle and we are fans of Carolina barbecue, and we like the Eastern Carolina barbecue. And of course, Fester, you used to claim to be some kind of barbecue expert, and you had like this. You had like a 20-foot long metal huge phallic shaped barbecue on a trailer.
Yes.
That used to tow behind your F-150 back when you were an F-150 guy.
I'm going to stop you right
What?
there before you respond.
What?
He didn't claim to be. He did win the trophies or the competition for the Rough Riders.
I'm an award-winning barbecue cook.
Yes. Yes.
A bunch of drunk Rough Riders voted you.
I beat 7 other teams.
That's right.
Single-handedly, I think.
I was by myself. They had a team.
Right.
Yeah, all of the judges did not have a blood alcohol level of less than a point.
A win's a win.
0.25. Can I get the temp BAC out?
So
Michelle and I I love ribs. But when it comes to like a barbecue sandwich, Michelle and I, we both grew up in southeastern Virginia, in Virginia Beach, right, essentially just above the North Carolina border. So, listen, I've been exposed to, barbecue since I was a little kid back in the mid-'70s when we moved to Virginia Beach from New York. And Michelle and I are of the same ilk. We're cut from the same barbecue cloth that we love a chopped barbecue sandwich, a great smoke job, great chopped pork, even more than pulled pork. I like pulled pork too, but I love a chopped pork barbecue sandwich with the Eastern Carolina sauce. And do you know what an Eastern Carolina sauce happens to be? Fester, barbecue expert and champion?
Yes, I do know.
Okay, what is it?
It's a vinegar-based sauce.
It is. It's the runny, watery, vinegar-based sauce with like all the spices floating around in it. That is Michelle and my jam. Michelle, am I saying that correctly? Do we love that sauce?
Yeah, I think you put too much like runniness in there. It doesn't have to be so runny.
No,
So
it's
vinegar based.
Yeah, but it's usually a runny, liquidy sauce.
So
not like a slow.
Well, it's not a mustard or ketchup based,
Right.
so that's the difference.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think like the other side of the state puts a couple of squirts of ketchup in there.
Yeah,
so
that's
it has
Western.
A
That's
red tint.
That's Western Carolina. So we like Eastern Carolina barbecue. So that's our deal.
I got a place for you, dude.
Yeah, what's that?
Why don't you go one Wednesday to Topeka, and then the next Wednesday we'll go to Lexington, North Carolina. You need Lexington-style barbecue, not just Eastern North Carolina. Lexington-style specifically.
Isn't that mustard based?
No, that's South Carolina.
Because there's also some mustard used, but also isn't Kansas City barbecue sauce like a?
It's a thick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen,
dark sauce.
I like all kinds of barbecue sauce. I don't despise a thicker sauce. However, my preference is that vinegar-based sauce. You know where I'm dying to get to? I want to get to Scott's Barbecue in South Carolina, but it's like in the middle of freaking nowhere.
You know what?
What?
This Arthur Bryant says it's vinegar based.
Does it really?
Yep.
It's a thicker sauce.
It's a thicker vinegar-based sauce.
I mean, vinegar's in most barbecue.
He added molasses.
There you go. Yeah.
Which is also good, by the way.
Right.
But listen, Arthur Bryant's is, forget comparing barbecue to barbecue. It's the food of the town. I mean, the burnt ends at Arthur Bryant's. We should go in November.
All right.
Just tell
morning show field trip.
Just tell the folks to expense it out.
Yeah, expensive. So hey, I need to bring my bodyguard with me.
An entourage.
Yeah,
an entourage of one, the size of two.
Yeah. He needs to buy 2 coach seats.
I don't even need a first class ticket like you do. I mean, I'll get.
He just needs 2. I'm flying coach. What are you talking about?
You don't want to sit next to me then.
I'm flying coach. All right. Anyway, Mark,
she had a 6:05. So during this segment, her plane should have taken off.
This is your mother-in-law?
Yeah, my mother-in-law.
Hang on a minute. I can check my Flight Radar 24 app and see.
I think she has
what airline.
Southwest from TPA to MCI or KCI, whatever it's called.
It is MCI.
So yeah,
not to be confused with Orlando, which is MC. No, it's MCO. but it should be MICKEY.
Yeah, right.
That should be the.
That's why most of the people
the
are
airport
going.
code. All right, let me see here.
So she should have just taken off.
Yeah, no, you know what? They are taking off right now.
Oh, good.
No, Denver. That's Southwest Tampa to Denver.
Oh, well, we're not going on that.
Hang on a minute. Let me see if I do not see that plane in the air yet. I don't know.
I thought it was a 6:05 departure.
No, right now I've got Southwest 2253. That is a 737-700. That is actually taking off right now. 120, 136, 140. They should be at V1 right now, and they should be rotating as we speak. All right, that's to Denver. I don't see your mother-in-law's flight to Kansas City.
She might be in the air already.
Where's she going to?
Kansas City.
Kansas City. Yeah.
I thought it was a 6:05 takeoff, so she's been in the air for 6 minutes.
No. I'm looking at the aircraft that have taken off. Hold on a minute. Nope, that's Spirit Airlines to Detroit is ahead. Then we got Delta to Detroit. That's a 321 Airbus.
A lot of flights to Detroit.
Yeah, I don't see your mother-in-law's plane yet. Maybe it's canceled.
Maybe.
Right.
If it's canceled, I'll be getting another call.
6:11 at the MJ Morning Show, just getting rolling. It's going to be a phenomenal Tuesday show, and we're back in minutes. Traffic's on. Here's Shriner, MJ Morning Show, Q105.
Good morning.
It is 6:19. MJ, Michelle, Fester. It is the MJ Morning Show, Q105, 104.7 FM. I have a really interesting email that I've received, which, for timing and continuity purposes, I will read at 6:40. So 20 minutes from right now, as we begin the morons in the news. So morons in the news coming up on the MJ Morning Show.
Been spending most their lives living in a moron's paradise. Been spending most their lives living in a moron's paradise.
All right, so what email might I be reading at 6:40? Is there a little clue there? I'm fascinated. You know what? Curious. I'm mystified. Fascinated, mystified, curious. I have an email to share from a listener, and it's, let's say, a continuation of a saga, okay? Here on the MJ Morning Show. That's going to happen in just a bit. So, Fester, I thought you said something about this. Are you in favor of Joe Exotic getting a pardon and released from federal prison after being convicted of a murder for hire plot to take out the Tiger Lady? What was her name?
Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin from right here in Citrus Park area. Has she moved away? I know that the preserve, the tiger, I know that's closed down and all the animals were moved somewhere else in the country.
Yeah, that show, The Tiger King, ruined her business too. People felt a way about her to where she couldn't do business anymore.
So did she leave the area? Because I know a plumber that actually was called to her house with a toilet problem about 2 years ago. maybe a little longer than that. So I do personally know a plumber.
I feel like.
Can I say? Can I say who's
the plumber?
Joe the plumber.
Okay.
Joe the plumber did a plumbing job at Carol Baskin's house.
He's such a great plumber. He's done everybody's.
Yeah.
Anybody who's anybody. Everybody who's anybody.
Joe the plumber, Gonzalez Plumbing.
He's cleaned your pipes.
I think Gonzalez Plumbing is like the oldest plumbing company in Tampa. In Tampa. You ever notice that like people from New York, they say Tampa? Like half the students at UT, what are they called? UTI now? What are they? Half the students from University of Tampa now, they're from Long Island. So I think they probably said, where do you go? University of Tampa. Anyway, so Gonzalez Plumbing, I think they've been around since like 1926 or something.
I think I've had a couple of Carol Baskin sightings maybe 18 months ago.
All right.
Her riding her bike on the trail or something, but I haven't heard of her being around lately, but I don't know where she is.
So where are you? Because I know that Joe Exotic, and I think this goes back to, when did I see the story? I think I saw the story over the weekend that Joe Exotic, Mr. Mullet Extraordinaire, I read that he's like making another push to get a pardon from the president.
You know what? I think I'm for it now. I mean, he's been imprisoned since like 2018 or 2019.
Because he tried to have somebody murdered. Now, I'm not a Carol Baskin fan, and I truly believe that she knows exactly what happened to her husband, old Don. Yeah, absolutely. She knows. In my opinion, I believe she knows what happened to Don. But still, Joe Exotic shouldn't be hiring someone to rub her out. That's a crime in itself. So
I think Joe Exotic should be a free man.
Joseph Maldonado.
Yes.
Is now calling on the president to listen to the voices of Republican Representative Lauren Boebert and other public figures, as well as millions of people from around the world, to make this right and allow me to go home. Maldonado was sentenced in January 2020 to a 22-year prison sentence for a murder-for-hire plot to rub out Carol Baskin formerly, or I don't know if she's still here, but, she used to be right up on our little, tiger preserve right off of, what was that?
The Veterans Expressway.
Yeah, Veterans and
Citrus
Park. Yeah, exactly. But what exit, what road is that?
That's Gun.
Is that Gun Highway?
Gun, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think Joe should be a free man. He served how many? He served what? 5 years, 6 years?
Yeah.
I mean, he petitioned President Trump when he was in office the first time, because his show came out his show came out perfectly for this kind of show. Right. It came out right as COVID hit and everybody was home needing something to.
Yeah, the Tiger King was a massive smash because, with COVID, no one had anything to do but watch the Tiger King on Netflix.
Right. So he had a couple of months of maybe a year of Trump pestering, and then Joe Biden gets in and doesn't do anything for Joe Exotic.
Yeah, and then Joe Exotic, he was all pissed at Biden that he was not included in the Biden pardon list.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I thought Joe was going to, Mr. Exotic, would that be an appropriate name for him? I thought Mr. Exotic would get a pardon like the last day.
But
on
also,
the way out.
Joe Exotic, he also slammed Trump because he pardoned Todd and Julie Chrisley, those reality TV couple, semi-stars that they got busted for all kinds of like tax evasion and fraud charges.
Yeah.
So you got Joe Exotic saying, you pardoned the Chrisleys, but you don't pardon me.
Joe brings up a good point.
Well, but listen, the Chrisleys, while they're fraudsters and they're not good people.
No.
All right?
No, they're not.
They didn't try to hire a hitman to kill anybody, right? Well, also, it's just simple family. It's just simple family fraud.
You don't think
that's a game show. Family Fraud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Instead of Family Feud. That's something. The Family Fraud. I don't know what the game would entail, but I like the name.
Mm-hmm.
I have the name. Now I got to come up with a concept for family fraud.
Two families try to compete to see how much money they can swindle out of banks. Chrisley's got like $30 million. I mean, the Chrisleys, that's such a political deal. Their daughter strategically.
Oh yeah, she kind of implanted her. Yeah.
I think she played.
She became a full supporter, and
she spoke at the convention.
Yeah.
She is the type.
That seems like it might have been a highly engineered play.
I mean,
yeah. All right. So Joe Exotic said when the Chrisleys were pardoned and released from the Fed Hotel, Joe Exotic said this officially shows the justice system is still two-sided. You're either rich and connected or you're poor and being trafficked by the system. Yeah, he posted that on Instagram back at the end of May.
How does he have an Instagram?
And now, now Joe Exotic is calling for another pardon possibility. Yeah. And by the way, his appeal for a new trial that was also denied.
I'm never going to financially recover from this.
No, you're not.
Ladies and gentlemen, before you hear it on the news, I'm going to tell you myself. About an hour ago, we had an incident where one of the employees stuck their arm through the cage and a tiger tore her arm off.
I'm sorry.
I can give you your money back, or I can give you a rain check. Why don't you come back at another date?
Or you can continue to buy that tiger keychain that you're looking at right now from the keychain rack. In the Joe Exotic gift shop. Yeah. That's my favorite clip from that show is one of the employees, a young girl had her arm torn off by a tiger, and Joe Exotic walks into the gift shop to let like browsers in the gift shop know, hey, I want you to hear this from me now instead of hearing it on the news later.
Ladies and gentlemen, before you hear it on the news, I'm going to tell you myself. About an hour ago, we had an incident where one of the employees stuck their arm through the cage and a tiger tore her arm off.
Now, just so you know, the arm is going to be for sale here in the gift shop in about 20 minutes.
I'll wait for the arm. I'm taking that home.
Oh, man. All right, so Joe Exotic.
Yeah, I support his freedom.
Hey, do you want to hear a really nice story?
Yeah.
I have a really, really nice story. Firefighters locally finished mowing the lawn for a guy who had a medical episode. And this was in Largo. This is a nice story. Largo Fire and Rescue. They said that one of their crews went to a medical emergency. And it was a medical emergency in regard to a guy doing yard work. And this happened a couple of days ago.
What, the guy get like heat exhaustion or something?
Something happened. So they treated the patient on the scene. And then first responders from the Largo Fire and Rescue, I guess, were part of helping finish the lawn.
Yeah. Here's one of them with the blower.
Yeah, there's a firefighter. So there's also a Sunstar ambulance. So I see the ambulance in front of the house, and it looks like
that's a uniform. Look like a police officer.
Yeah, I think that's a fire uniform. But anyway, there were some pictures. I saw this on our news partner and weather partner ABC Action News' website. And I thought this was really nice.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Largo Fire and Rescue posted pictures on their Facebook page showing firefighters finishing the yard of the guy that collapsed in his yard while doing yard work, probably outside with a feels-like temp of 110 in Largo.
Did they edge? Because if you're not going to edge...
Did they blow the clippings off of the driveway into the street?
So I'm a street blower.
Yeah, that still pisses me off beyond belief.
I have no issues with that.
I hate, first of all, it's illegal. You're not, gardeners, lawn services are not supposed to blow the leaves and the clippings all over the road, but they do anyway. You know, there are some, remember we talked about this a couple of years ago, and we got calls that in some local cities, there are like provisions for like $500 fines.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop lawn services from doing this. And this is one of the things that pisses me off. I'm driving through the neighborhood or I'm driving on a road and the lawn guy with, the gas-powered backpack leaf blower is like blowing the stuff, and then they hit your car with like clippings and pebbles and rocks. I want to flip my car around and I want to run them over. That pisses me off beyond belief when the gardener guys then, blow all the crap all over the place. Yeah, let's just get it out of the driveway. Let's just blow it all into the yard, into the street. All the yardways, let's blow it in the middle of the street.
I like lining it up right at the top of the street and then watching cars drive over it and carry it into my neighbor's yard.
All right, 6:32 at the MJ Morning Show. When we get back, it's Morons in the News time, but it's also time for a very interesting email. So what is this email that I've been teasing now for a few minutes? I received a very, very intriguing missive, okay? And that will lead before Morons in the News next. And Fester, you're going to want to pay particular attention to this email that I got last night that I'll share next here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM. Michelle, what are you going?
Oh, no, I'm just reading.
You're grunting over there. Do you even know you're making noise?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just checking. All right. Let me tell you about Banco. Banco Overhead Doors. This is my garage door company. Folks, this should be your garage door company. If you have a garage door issue, and the number one issue is a broken spring. That's the number one service call, hands down, bar none. The spring is typically right at the front of the garage, over on the top there. And that's what, builds up that tension for your garage door to lift. And there's a life cycle on those things. There's a certain number of openings and closes that those springs can withstand. And, after what, 5,000, 7,500, whatever. And those are rated, by the way, how many, cycles. But they will break. If you need an honest company that'll give you a good price and get out there lickety-split to fix your garage door spring or anything that's broken on your garage door, you want Banco. And you mentioned me, MJ, 10% off. 10% off when you mention the MJ Morning Show to Banco. Also, new garage door time. Maybe you wrecked yours. Maybe it just looks like crap. And maybe you want to juice up your curb appeal. Maybe you want a hurricane-rated door. Right now, Clopay Garage Doors up to $250 off a brand new garage door. BancoDoors.com. Bank on Banco. BancoDoors.com, and tell them that MJ sent you. So, I want to tell you how satisfied I am with my new air conditioning installation from Plan B Air Conditioning. So if you have an air conditioning problem, if you have a service need, or if you need a new system, you have a plan now, and it's called Plan B Air Conditioning. So we had a zone go out. We had a busted zone. I've got multiple units in my house, different zones. And one of the zones just went dead, and it was an older unit, like 12, 13 years old, out of warranty. Parts would have been ridiculous. It just didn't make sense to, repair the thing. So Plan B Air Conditioning, and Kenny, who owns Plan B, he said, let's just put in a new unit, and I want to put in a Daikin. Daikin is the number one air conditioning manufacturer in the world. Best warranty, like a 12-year warranty on this new unit, and it's working phenomenally. So thanks, Plan B Air Conditioning. They do the AC work at my house. PlanBAirConditioning.com, 813-PLAN-BAC. Mention me, MJ, 10% off there as well. 10% off MJ discount. PlanBAirConditioning.com. Tell them MJ said you. Morons in the News and this email next.
If you're already...
the morons in the news on the MJ Morning Show. But first, the saga continues. Michelle, Fester, any idea, just a guess on what this saga continuing might be with a setup like that? Anybody? Bueller?
I don't know.
Let me give you a hint on the saga continues on the MJ Morning Show.
It's time for morons in the news. These crazy ass people got nothing to lose. Now they're making headlines. MJ calls them out while they're doing their time. Berserk stories boggle the brain. Insane men that sits going down in flames. A good laugh for the listeners alike. It's time to set it off. MJ doing it right. Perk your ears up, listen and learn what not to do, so it's never your turn. Cause you'll be called out, not in a good way. A derelict making news now for MJ.
That's a Morons in the News jingle that was produced by a listener of ours named Sabe, and I like it. I think it's fresh. I enjoyed it.
Great.
And Fester, you crapped all over that when we debuted that on yesterday's show.
Okay.
Right at this time.
Yes.
This time yesterday, you number 1 and 2'd all over that thing.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's terrible.
It is not terrible.
Many listeners agreed with me.
I like it.
Okay.
I think it's great.
Great.
And I want to, well, guess what?
What? He's the new female co-host that you're hiring.
No.
It's going to be the MJ Fester and Sabe show.
No.
And it's going to be like, ha, 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 morons in the news.
No. All right, Fester, can you stop?
All right. Keep going.
Sabe has emailed the follow-up.
Okay, good.
Can I share this?
Please.
This came in last night.
Mm-hmm.
MJ, it means so much to me that you like my MJ songs. I was pimping Monday morning when you played my Morons in the News song. It was one of the greatest days of my life to get your approval. I was floating high, but then Fester wrecked me with his nasty trash.
Whoa.
He needs to check it. Fester needs to be taught a lesson. He's finna find out. Check your email at the very end of today's show for a Fester surprise. He's not gonna forget. From Sabe, the producer of the Morons in the News jingle that I like and Fester crapped on. You finna find out. I love finna.
Okay, Sabe.
So, dude, this is intriguing. So I've got to check my MJ at mjmorningshow.com email at the end of the show. What are the instructions?
Check it at the end of the show. I'm finna not forget it. Is that what?
Check your email at the very end of today's show. So is that like when I'm playing the show close music, I got to check my email?
Or maybe like at 10 o'clock, or maybe he's working on it this morning or whatever. Okay, Sabe, let me just tell you this. I'm like 7-Eleven.
What's that?
I'm always open for business.
Oh, I thought you were like a Slurpee.
You know what? You know what I had yesterday for lunch?
A Slurpee?
A Circle K hot dog roll.
Oh, really?
It was really good. It was a $3 lunch combo.
Yeah, there you go.
Surprisingly good. Anyway, Sabe,
Right.
whatever you got, let's all pray that it's good.
Are you going to say bring it on?
I'm saying,
Are you going to say, come on, Sabe, bring it on?
All I'm saying is let's hope it's good.
You finna find out.
Sabe, if what you produced was great, I would have said, this is great.
Dead ass.
But it wasn't great. And because you have issues with yourself and you can't handle honesty.
What, now you're psychoanalyzing the guy?
Yeah, I'm finna find out. He's bringing retribution to the one guy who's honest. He's not open to a dialogue of ideas.
All right, we got a drama going on, folks.
Sabe sounds like a terrorist.
He
does. I have a different idea, so I'm finna find out. What, are you going to blow up my house? Yeah, come on.
All right, so we've got a little drama going on because now, for the entire rest of the show, I'm on pins and needles waiting for this. Let me just check my email now and see if
I'll tell you right now, MJ.
it's not the end of the show. I can't imagine it's here, but let me just check my email.
All right.
No, Spider. Last email came in from Spider.
Okay, Spider.
All right. So
MJ, listen, if his next project...
No, it's not Spider Harrison.
Oh,
I love Spider Harrison.
I think I heard him a couple weeks ago on XM.
He's on. He's on Sirius XM. Spider Harrison, Spider Harrison, and I love Spider Harrison.
Okay, good man.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Remember he was afternoons for us over at FLZ years ago. He did afternoons for a long chunk of time.
If Sabe's next performance is anything like his first two performances, don't be on pins and needles. Just don't. But I hope it's great. I'm all for great, man. I don't want good. I want great. So bring great. Otherwise, keep it to yourself. And what he's produced for you, morons in the news. Ooh, MJ, what was the word he used? He used it.
Bill Spider Harrison with 10 songs in a row on your number one.
Hot rockin' flame throwing Z100.
He was also nights on Z100 for years up in New York. Yeah.
My mother had jury duty with Spider Harrison.
You're kidding.
Yes.
Really?
She's like, I met a friend of yours.
Oh.
I was like,
Spider Harrison.
I was like, you did? Who'd you meet? Spider.
I love Spider.
I love that guy.
He's like on 70s on 7 and 80s on 8, right?
Yeah. Whenever we hear him, like when we're traveling in an airport, we're shopping and I'll hear his voice because they'll be playing and I'll be like, "There's Spider," and we text him. We're like, "We're listening to you."
Yeah.
He's so awesome.
Spider Harrison. I love the way he sounds. He's a great guy. All right, so Fester and
Babe.
Something's coming. So, folks, you want to make sure you're with us at the very end of the show. In fact, why don't you just listen to the whole damn show until the very end from this point right here. All right, so morons in the news. Let's do it. Cross-dressing man robs donut shop and throws cinnamon rolls at employees. That sounds like a good morons in the news story for me.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, from KTLA, Los Angeles. That's great.
I like 2 of the 3 things involved in that story.
Cross-dressers and cinnamon rolls?
Yeah, those are the 2. I like cinnamon rolls. I'm into a little cinnamon roll play.
Hey, is tranny unacceptable these days? Because we're watching an old Law & Order SVU episode last night. And who's the male detective, the partner of Liv?
Elliot.
Yeah, so Elliot called one of the suspects a tranny.
Yeah.
A lot of things don't age well.
Yeah.
I saw on Facebook a PSA about developmentally challenged people.
Oh, there's all kinds of. There's a lot of R words. Oh, in Law and Order, we've had numerous R words in Law and Order episodes as well.
It was like a government-funded PSA. Is like, making fun of R words is R word. And I'm like,
really?
I'm like, oh my God, who thought this was a good idea?
Really?
But that was the term.
Making fun of the.
Yeah, making fun of R's.
And then they use the actual word.
Is R.
Really?
And I'm like, and this is like sponsored by the Society for Equality for R People. And I'm like,
well, listen, PARC, P-A-R-C, Pinellas.
That was the term.
That was the term, absolutely.
Things are only offensive once they become offensive.
Well, again, there was a whole mission back in like the late 90s, early 2000s to try to stigmatize the R word. And listen, it was a medical term. It was used as a medical, even moron and imbecile. Those were medical terms at one point as well. All right, let me get back to the cross-dressing.
Hold on, moron was a medical term.
Yeah,
you mean we have a medical segment going on right now?
Yeah,
morons in the news. It's an official medical.
Hey, go to the Googles.
Okay,
Obama changed it.
What
in the medical? What is that dictionary of the DSM whatever? No, I think it was it was either Bush or Obama officially changed that term to the full language that we use now.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
All right, so Fester, look, Fester has looked this up. The term moron. Hold on, go back to morons. Go to Wiki. Hold on, Fester, just leave it alone. I got it right here. All right, so in psychology, moron entry.
Oh, I thought you were still talking about the R word.
Moron is a term once used in psychology and psychiatry to denote mild intellectual disability. It is similar to imbecile and idiot.
Yeah.
So moron, imbecile, and idiot were once like medical terms, and I think that each word it represented, what your IQ was or what your mental state was.
So degrees of
he's a moron.
Idiocy?
He's an imbecile.
He's not an imbecile. He's just a moron,
He's
man.
an idiot. No, he's an idiot.
You know who ruined moron for the medical profession? The Three Stooges. What are you, a moron?
You imbecile. Hey, Andrew, load up our Three Stooges rejoiner when we come out of the next commercial break, would you? All right, so surveillance video, according to KTLA Los Angeles, captured a suspect wearing a woman's dress with a sweater tied around the torso. I like that accessory look, as he attempted to rob a California donut shop and even grabbed cinnamon rolls and threw them at employees. So this happened a couple of weeks ago, actually, but the story's just coming out. I guess the surveillance video was just released. 3:20 in the morning. A lot of those L.A. donut shops, and L.A. is famous for like all those independent donut shops. Like we've got a bunch like local independent donut shops. We've got the famous shop right on like Park Boulevard and like 60s.
That's Phrase Donut.
Is that 49th?
Yeah, 49th and Park.
And Park. You got Phrase Donuts. Then you've got the what's that hole-in-one donuts?
Hole-in-one donuts are in Tampa and
Right.
Plant City. There's several donuts.
Yeah, I mean you got numerous. But L.A. man, L.A. pioneered like the independent donut scene, like Winchell's Donuts, and there are tons of donut
Is that the one
places.
with the big donut on the roof?
No, that was something else, and that's been used in so many movies
Yeah,
and
the
TV
iconic.
shows. Yeah. So officers from the LAPD responded to a call, robbery in progress, 3:20 in the morning. Is that a 10:11 in progress robbery? The call indicated that the suspect, who police later identified as Christopher Hall, 41, was armed with a gun and possibly assaulted one of the female employees. I think that was the cinnamon roll that was hurled at her head. Yeah, video shows the suspect scantily dressed in a woman's garment and wearing a hat, and approached the counter with a gun and a knife. It was like gun in one hand, knife in the other. How you gonna hold the damn donut then, or the money? The suspect then is shown following two employees into the back while pointing a gun at them. He can be seen hurling cinnamon rolls at them until they're able to throw a bowl of cash in his direction, like the tip jar. While he was picking up the cash, workers pushed a cart into Hall and began fighting back. Good for them. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. Just, could have provoked him to shoot. Yeah, they tracked him to a nearby apartment complex, and they cornered him, ordered him to drop the weapon. Anyway, LAPD body cam video shows Hall pointing a gun at police. They opened fire. The bullets missed Hall. And then he throws the weapon before climbing a fence. Then they tasered him, and they allowed him to take him into custody. What? So the LAPD officers missed the guy? He's pointing a gun at them? Tell you what, you better do some recurrent training at the range. Get those officers back to the range. You missed the guy?
I mean, a donut shop for a bunch of cops is a very stressful environment. There's so much going on. That's
Anyway,
so turned on.
turns
they know
out-
they have to fight crime.
Turns out the gun was a black airsoft replica handgun. Doesn't matter. If the cops think it's real, if anyone thinks a gun that you're pointing at them is real and it does turn out to be a replica, too freaking bad. So sad, too bad. Anyways, charged with robbery. But what about LAPD opening fire on this guy and missed? Yeah. Hey, need some range days is what you need.
All right, boys, don't hit the long johns.
All right, 6:54. Don't hit the sweater tied around his waist. 6:54 at the MJ Morning Show. A little dose of early morons in the news. When we get back, you know what? I think I might continue the morons in the news. I got a couple of other additional ones. Also, Michelle, listen up. The best time to eat breakfast. Oh, yeah. We're getting serious. Sure. Here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM. It's a roofing profession that you can count on, folks, and that's what Westfall Roofing is all about. The profession of roofing, and this is a very specialized service. You know, not anyone can say, hey, I'm going to be a roofer. I mean, you need just experience beyond belief. You need decades of experience. And that's what you get when you deal with Westfall Roofing. They've been around since 1989. And even before that, they started as a general contracting company. So they were building houses from the ground up. And they said, you know what, let's specialize in roofs. And that's what they've been doing since 1989. But they've seen everything. You've got to have a lot of experience. And with Westfall, there's nothing that they have not seen. Well, maybe an alien spacecraft crashing into someone's roof. Maybe they haven't seen that, but that's about it. All right. Maybe Operation Dumbo Drop. Maybe an elephant being dropped out of a plane through someone's roof. Maybe they haven't seen that, but they've seen everything else. If you have a roofing issue, folks, you got a leak, you need a new roof, it's Westfall Roofing. WestfallRoofing.com, and tell them that MJ sent you. The Kemp Law Group has a slogan. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. You got to make sure that every aspect of your case is covered. Every angle is draped with experience. The lawyers at the Kemp Law Group, Stacy Kemp, by the way, has put together an amazing team. And they know how to deal with your car wreck from every single angle. They deal with this every single day. They deal with the other side's lawyers. They deal with the insurance companies. You know, they know how to maximize a settlement for you. They know how to gather the evidence, preserve the evidence so there's no spoilage, because they want to build the best case when some turd on wheels is reckless, negligent, and they bash into you and they ruin your car. Maybe they ruin your neck, your back. You deserve to recover. Or if you fall, slip and falls. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law and tell them MJ sent you. 6:56 MJ Morning Show back in minutes. 7 o'clock. God. We're dangling, man. We've been left hanging on the whole pig situation. That's weird, though, because a request was made of us, and then we try to follow up, and then it's like radio silence on the Operation Pig. Hold on. If you don't know I want to follow up on this, and maybe we'll place a phone call here in just a couple of minutes. Also, we've got an NSS. Probably 25, 30 minutes from now. When we get into the hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ around 7:26, 7:27, among the long chunk of the show, I've got to tell you about the NSS. We've got a serious NSS. And if you don't know what an NSS is, you will know what an NSS is in just a few minutes here on the MJ Morning Show. All right, so I said that I wanted to continue with some additional morons in the news. Another local item here. You got a St. Pete guy has been busted with that over 100 mile an hour. There have been tons of these now around the state. And, of course, as we pointed out, we showcased, we highlighted here on the MJ Morning Show that beginning July 1, 15 days ago or so, on July 1, new law went into effect here in Florida that there are more excessive penalties. I mean, you can be arrested. I mean, you could be cuffed and stuffed on the scene if you are driving 50 miles or more over the posted speed limit, or if you're driving 100 miles per hour or more. So 2 ways that they can get you. Hey, Michelle.
Yeah.
Coming into the office at 5 in the morning when you're awake on the Howard Franklin Bridge, and certainly going home, you're typically awake after we finish the show. How many times do cars blow by us and clearly they're in excess of 100 miles an hour?
Oh, every day, multiple cars.
It's every day. Every single day.
I find that scary that it's like at that hour of the day, it's still kind of dark. It's a new traffic pattern on that bridge. I don't know. I just feel like, why are people speeding so fast? And
By the way, I hate to call out a FedEx freight truck. Well, maybe I don't hate to call. FedEx freight truck this morning changed lanes southbound 275 Howard Franklin, where the S turns.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
You broke the solid line.
CDL FedEx freight driver with a piggyback. Not to cross lane, and there was no reason to cross. It was weird. There was no reason. There was like nothing in front of him, and he crossed lanes. I'm like, dude, in those heavy S turns at the beginning of the Howard Franklin on the Tampa side, why is FedEx freight guy, changing lanes? Because that those lane shifts, they've caused an increase in accidents on the Howard Franklin. And we've talked about this. And I don't understand the folks that don't understand that it's a solid white line. You don't change lanes. The dotted lines, then you change lanes if you choose. But you don't change lanes with and especially it's all twisting and turning.
Yeah. No, that white line doesn't mean anything.
Well, to a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly.
But then what's really, really dangerous, and Michelle, you've witnessed this, the folks that are driving 120 miles an hour on the Howard Franklin Bridge, and then what do? They are darting, I mean, literally from left to right. They're using the 1 lane to the 2 lane to the 3 lane to the 4 lane, back over to the 2 lane to the 3 lane to the. I mean, there you see people weaving in and out at speed, and it's like, oh my God, there's going to be an accident.
Yeah,
that's usually how I drive, and
no, you don't.
Just a little pre-planning.
Anyway, so here's a St. Pete guy charged over the weekend with trying to apparently do a Jack. What was Jack's name from Titanic? What was Jack's last name? Titanic. Leonardo DiCaprio. What was his character's name? Jack
Smith.
No, it wasn't. Hey, Andrew, can you look up Jack's name, please? Jack Dawson.
Jack
Dawson, Leonardo DiCaprio from the what year was that? Was that 1999? What year was Titanic?
I don't know.
Anyway, 97. Titanic was 97. So you've got a guy from St. Pete doing 50 miles an hour over the speed limit, over 100 miles an hour, and apparently he was trying to do the I'm the king of the world pose out of his vehicle. What?
Was he driving?
Yeah, apparently so.
I mean, it's one thing to stick your head out the sunroof if somebody else is driving, which is still, probably illegal.
As you know, the new super speeder law that became law on July 1st. Damon Hankins, 34. He was busted on US 19. Oh, my God. Over 100 miles. Listen, some of those stretches of US 19, people are flying on that sucker.
Yeah, I mean, you catch it the right time of day. It's fairly open.
Holy moly. So Damon Hankins, yeah, he was busted. The Pinellas County Sheriff's Office said that Hankins was going 105 in a 55. And that certainly meets the criteria for a super speeder. He was going 50 miles over the posted speed limit and in excess of 100 miles an hour. But apparently, he was also holding his arms outstretched, according to the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, like he was doing Jack on the bow of the Titanic, like King of the World.
So how is he doing this?
Is he sitting in his driver's seat with one hand out the window? I mean,
yeah.
It's kind of fast to put your hand out the window.
The affidavit says that he was holding his arms outstretched like, quote, Jack on the Titanic. That is in the police affidavit. That is in the actual police report.
I feel like I need more information.
The deputies described him as holding his arms outstretched.
Is that once they pulled him over? He's standing there like getting ready for his arrest, and he has his hands out, like he's Jack.
I think he was doing like he's flying, like Jack's on the bow of the Titanic.
Yeah, but not while he's going 100 and something miles an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you're not going to believe this. And his grandmother was in the passenger seat and took a necklace off her neck.
Yes.
And threw it out of the window right over into a creek.
What was the grandmother's name?
Rose. It was Rose.
Dear,
I bet.
wherever you are.
I hate that song.
Celine Dion was in the trunk.
Oh, geez.
she was
With her frozen body syndrome.
Poor Celine.
Yeah, they had to put her in the trunk. Listen, I do feel bad for Celine. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
How's she doing?
I haven't talked to her lately.
Michelle, you said you love that song? That off, or else we'll get.
Dude.
We might get. I think that's one of the songs that get us booted off of YouTube.
Man.
If we play too long of a clip.
I saw Celine at Caesar's Palace many years ago.
Oh, yeah? Was she good?
She brought the house down with that song.
She has a lovely voice.
Yeah,
And you said, Michelle, you really like that song?
Michelle loves it.
You do? You like it? All right, so
how many people in the late 90s used that as like their wedding song? And it's about a sinking ship.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
with the band
best.
drowning with violins and cellos. Is that too soon, huh?
I mean, I'm okay.
Too soon.
I'm
What was that?
fine.
What was that? April 15th, 1912? April 15th, 1912. What was the date and year of the Titanic? Jack, I'm going with April 15th of 1912.
Titanic.
Yeah.
I thought it was the 12th.
No, it's the 5th. It's tax day.
Maybe
It's April 15th, 1912.
I think the 12th was the day they departed.
No, look at this.
no.
The RMS Titanic sank in the early hours of April 15th, 1912. Survey says. Oh, wrong button. That was wrong button. Hang on a minute. Survey says. I was on the wrong. Yeah, I was on the wrong bank. Anyway, yeah. What's this dude's name?
Damon something.
Yeah, I think I threw the story away.
It's all right. We're done with them.
All right.
Slow down, Damon.
Yeah, really.
Jack Dawson wannabe.
Then. All right, moving along.
Hey, this super speeder law, by the way,
Yeah.
is that officer's discretion? Because it's not like it's an automatic arrest.
No.
I haven't heard that.
Listen, a lot of things are at an officer's discretion.
Okay.
Listen, an officer can pull you over for speeding and decide to stroke you, write you a ticket, or an officer can just give you a warning. There's a lot of stuff. Listen, if you murder somebody, I don't think there's a lot of discretion there.
Well,
but
we're going to let you off on this one with a warning.
But listen, with the brand new super speeder law going into effect 2 weeks ago, listen, law enforcement's all jacked and juiced to get these infractions of 50 over or in excess of 100 miles an hour. So now's not. Don't play right now. Right now, I wouldn't play. Also, you've got the speeding enforcement deal going on right now. Do you know this? There's a speeder enforcement. Michelle, do you have the story?
Is that Southern Slowdown?
Yeah.
I saw something.
Yeah. Bring up Google News on this. Just type in Southern Slowdown, and it's Florida and a whole bunch of other states are involved in Operation Southern Slowdown. Let me grab this, Fester, because you don't know how to search diddly.
Anything.
All
Really.
right, Southern Slowdown. Let me just bring a couple of stories here. All right, here we go. The Naples Daily News.
That's a real newspaper?
Yes.
Okay.
Florida law enforcement agencies announced Operation Southern Slowdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also got a whole press release from Sergeant Steve Gaskins from the Florida Highway Patrol, the public information officer. Where's the story?
You missed the first paragraph.
There's nothing here. It's like all pictures.
Do you want to know what states it is? Florida, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, and Tennessee.
I'm locked in this Naples Daily News, and there's like no freaking story.
July 14th through July 19th.
At the press conference, they should have had the slowest, most southern talking Alabama lawman. Hey, today I'm here to announce
the Southern Slowdown.
Slow down.
And
y'all.
my parents always said I was slow.
Yeah. They're legit hillbillies that talk like that. I mean,
anyway, so here, this is from Wesh TV in Orlando. Florida has officially joined 4 other southern states in launching the annual Southern Slowdown campaign, a week-long speed enforcement operation aimed at saving lives and reducing traffic fatalities during the summer travel season. The campaign, which began on Monday, so yesterday, is focused on raising awareness about the dangers of speeding and encouraging safer driving habits on Florida's roadways. But this year comes with a major change. The new super speeder law, which took effect on July 1st, is expected to take law enforcement, and this is an enhancement. It's going to go to the next level. Anyway.
Boy, that city slicker done read that very fast.
Previously, drivers caught speeding excessively would face a citation. Now, under the new law, motorists caught driving 50 miles per hour over the posted speed limit or going over 100 miles per hour could be arrested and taken to jail.
We want you to drive like molasses.
Seriously, if you are 50 over the posted, so if you're in like a 40 and you're doing 90, that's 50 over. If you're just doing 100 miles an hour or more, the officer can lock you up, hook you up, cuff and stuff you at the scene and have your vehicle impounded, and you're going to jail. So, and, Andrew just said in my ear, that probably not a lot of warnings for that. Yeah, because like I said, a few minutes ago, they're all amped and juiced on this, and they're thrilled to get some of the super speeders with the law brand new. So while officers can have a certain amount of discretion at the scene, whether they write you a ticket or whether they, maybe write you for, let's say you're doing 20 over and they only write you for 10 over or 12 over or whatever.
Did you know it takes Trooper Slowpoke 12 minutes to read your Miranda rights?
and that's still Alabama, right?
Pick a state, dude. I mean, that's anything in Florida, North of Marion County. I mean, come on.
Dude, Fester, they know you drive a 2010 Caddy DTS.
Bring it on, lawman. You haven't caught me yet.
Dude, what is wrong with you?
Love cops-ish.
Burning vans to the ground at a radio station parking lot and now taunting troopers? What the hell is wrong with you, Fester?
I wasn't acquitted. What was
You're
that?
defective.
Charges were dismissed. That's what I was.
Yeah, they were you're right.
Dismissed.
Hey, speaking of law enforcement, not a good idea from my favorite publication, The Village's News. Woman intentionally body checks deputy with her chest during a battery investigation. Wait a minute. So they're investigating a battery and then you commit battery on a law enforcement officer?
That's a battery.
What the hell? And then she threw a Duracell battery at the cop. No, I made that part up. And Oklawaha. Is it Oklawaha? This place has come up in the past, and I don't know if I'm ever pronouncing it right. Oklawaha. Lady's arrested after body checking a deputy with her chest during an investigation into a different battery. What a moron. Deputy responded as a backup to a domestic battery at an undisclosed Marion County residence. According to an arrest report from the Marion County Sheriff's Office, the girlfriend of one of the suspects, 43-year-old Nicole Coons, came to the scene while the deputy was there. He approached her and politely asked her to stay in her vehicle. You know, there's also a law in effect that you can't get within a certain distance of an operating crime scene, or if officers tell you stay back. I think it's like 20 feet. Can you look that up, Michelle? A new law, I want to say, went into effect like a year ago that if police tell you to stay back and you get within a certain distance of a police investigation, or I think it's just like police activity, if you're asked to step back and you don't, you can be smacked with another charge. They'll take you to jail for that. So don't interfere with a law enforcement scene. So she shows up. Cop says, hey, please stay in your vehicle while we're investigating. She listened to the, cop, but then stated it was ridiculous.
And then chest bumped him?
Sometime later, another deputy arrested one of the suspects for domestic battery, put him in the patrol car. It was at that point that Coons came back yelling and cursing at the deputies. She wanted to know why they were taking the suspect to jail, but would not let them explain. She was visibly agitated, cursed the deputy for the rest of the time at the scene. She cursed and threw things in and out of her car while the deputy was doing paperwork. As he walked back and forth from the residence to get necessary information, he had to stop abruptly to keep her from walking into him. After the second time, he could see that she was intentionally trying to cut him off, to be aggressive. He completed his side of the investigation. He told another deputy who was just inside with Coons on the other side of the glass that he was done with the paperwork. Due to Coons' demeanor and actions, he did not feel safe to leave the residence with another deputy still there. The deputy waited on the side of the porch about 7 feet from the glass door, keeping the other deputy within his sight. He then saw Coons approach the door, make eye contact while scowling. Okay. Ooh. She opened the door, took a few steps, and intentionally walked straight into him, chest bumping the deputy. That's an arrest. What a schmuck.
Have you seen the mugshot of this
Ms.
Coons?
Oh, yeah. She's a looker.
She is sporting.
Yeah.
And I will say, this is a first.
She's got like a Mike Tyson-style tattoo on the left side of her face. Seriously.
This is the first time I've seen a white woman with the Mike Tyson crescent tattoo design around the eye socket.
She's got some kind of crazy... Look, Michelle just saw the picture. She's got some...
And the very lovely striped shirt that she has on.
Well, that's prison guard.
I know.
That's the Marion County prison getup.
It just all goes so well together.
Oh, my God.
It's called a halo law, by the way, which we're looking for.
Can you read the details here in Florida? Do you have it handy by any chance?
I thought you were talking about the tattoo around the eye socket was called a halo.
That's another halo.
It's a halo law that creates the buffer zone around first responders.
Yeah, so it's not just police.
Right.
It's like fire, rescue, EMTs.
25 feet away.
25 feet.
Yeah.
So you got to stay 25 feet away, buffer zone. Are you supposed to just automatically stay away, or do they have to warn you first in order to get busted?
Under the law, if a first responder, such as a law enforcement officer, firefighter, and medical personnel, asks you to back off in the course of their duties, you must move 25 feet away or face a second-degree misdemeanor charge punishable by up to 60 days in jail or a $500 fine.
They can take you to jail. They can obviously write you a ticket, but I believe they can actually take you to jail if you don't keep that buffer zone when requested.
25 feet.
Yep, 25 feet. It is 7:20 at the MJ Morning Show. In minutes, we start over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop music. We're coming in hot, folks. We're coming out of this break hot as we launch an hour and 20 minutes next. You've got to hear about a really, really bitter ex. You know, we've heard about like exes in relationships doing nasty things. Ooh, this is a good one. You've got to hear about this bitter ex story, and it's next on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM. How about 15% off everything that Zero Res does? You want your carpet cleaned at your house because your carpets are nasty? 15% off. How about air duct cleaning? Zero Res, they're professional air duct cleaners. Get all the heebie-jeebies, the mung. Who the hell knows what's going on inside your air ducts? You know, the stuff you're breathing in. You want to get your air ducts completely professionally clean? 15% off right now with Zero Res. Area rugs, upholstery cleaning, grout, tile cleaning. All services with Zero Res, 15% off right now. Go to their website, ZeroResTampaBay.com. Zero Res, Z-E-R-O-R-E-Z. ZeroResTampaBay.com. You can get the phone number, call them up, or you can book online. And always tell them MJ sent you. Tell them MJ sent you and get 15% off all cleaning services right now at ZeroResTampaBay.com. You got to tell them MJ sent you. When you're making that move, there's enough on your mind. You got your boxes all over the place. You're concerned about your furniture. Let me help you put one of the issues at ease. Let's take some anxiety off the plate, and that's the actual moving company. That's why you want to hire twocollegebrothers.com, the smartest move you'll ever make. Twocollegebrothers.com. Go to their website, get the number, get a quote. If you are moving, or if you know someone that's moving, whether it's right across the street, in town, across the state, out of state, you want twocollegebrothers.com. Highly trained, excessively background checked. They're going to move your furniture with care. Every piece of furniture is going to be wrapped and taped in those heavy moving blankets. They'll handle everything like it's their own families. That's why you want Two College Brothers. Get a great quote and get an honest, great moving company with over 1,100 five-star reviews. It's twocollegebrothers.com, and tell them MJ sent you to get free moving boxes. At 7:23, traffic's on. MJ Morning Show, hour 20 minutes nonstop next.
Insane.
email mystery. And if you missed the email I read from Sabe, who Fester completely torqued off yesterday with his bad attitude and criticism. If you missed the little drama that's brewing, well, we've got a brand new email to add to the equation. I'll get to that here in just a matter of minutes. Welcome, everyone. An hour and 20 minutes plus of Nonstop MJ right now. I teased before the break a really, really bad, bitter ex. You know, you've been in a relationship where maybe things broke off in a nasty fashion, but it doesn't mean that there were felonious activities carried out, right? You want to hear about a really bad relationship breakup? How about a Texas woman trying to poison her newly engaged ex-husband with chocolates that were laced with fentanyl?
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, man. This is an ex from hell.
Here's the thing about the chocolates. You're not going to eat just one.
And our life is like a box of fentanyl. Man, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Texas divorcee. She is facing some serious time. Felony charges. Tried to kill her ex-husband. First, she tried to hire a hitman. The hitman got cold feet, backed out of the deal. And then she tried to send him a congratulatory box of chocolates laced with fentanyl. This is unbelievable. What are you laughing at over there?
Michelle just showed me the mugshot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And she's,
sorry.
It's fantastic.
Pamela Jean Stanley, 63 years old, was actually caught on a recording by a UC, an undercover officer with the Parker County, Texas Sheriff's Special Crimes Unit, inquiring about injecting fentanyl into a box of high-end chocolates. She wanted to deliver to her newly engaged ex, a guy by the name of Jeffrey Kauth, who's 66 years old. Oh, man, she's a mess. Yeah. So the package would contain apparently some kind of a fake honeymoon offer or incentive from a travel agency. And, yeah, then the deadly delivery of the fentanyl-laced chocolates, that was like her plan B. That was her backup plan. So, according to the victim, she had first hired a hitman to take him out. I mean, nuts. And also take out his new fiance.
Yeah, it's get everybody out of the picture.
Oh, my God. And paid the assassin, but the assassin got cold feet. The assassin apparently suddenly, had some kind of conscience. And the would-be assassin then warned Mr. Kauth and said, "Hey, Mr. Kauth, I've been hired to kill you." So
what a terrible assassin.
The hitman took the money and then dimed her out.
I need to hire a hitman to kill the hitman.
Yeah.
So Mr. Kauth said, "I'm just fortunate that the hitman had a conscience and reached out to me. I've spent pretty much the better part of a year and a half with the lights off in the house, floodlights and cameras in the backyard. It's been an experience." And then he contacted the police as soon as he found out about the plot.
Yeah, once the hitman alerted him. Where'd you find this hitman?
So
Church?
Kauth alleged that his whacked out ex-wife wanted him dead so that she could get the inheritance that his son was to get.
Oh.
And also she wanted back in the house. Apparently in the divorce, he got the house that they lived in before they got divorced back in 2020.
She wanted back in.
So Kauth said, "I'm the lucky fella. I'm just thankful she's behind bars."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Stanley was finally caught after an undercover officer lured her to a fake purchase of what she believed was fentanyl in a motel parking lot back in late May. They cuffed her immediately after the sale of the fentanyl, of the Fetty, and she was booked on a charge of criminal solicitation with the intent to commit murder, criminal attempt to commit murder, and possession of a controlled substance with the intent to deliver. Yeah, they also found a huge amount of meth on her. Look at her mugshot. Yeah, she's chewing on meth like Tic Tacs, man. Yeah, she does not look good. She had 9.5 grams of meth on her.
Is that a lot?
That's a good chunk of meth.
Okay.
9.5 grams, yeah. Because I've got like 2 grams on me now, and it's, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I did see meth on Sunday. I was out on a HCSO ride along with Sergeant Catlin, and
you brought some along.
Yeah. Well, no. We made a traffic stop. You know what? I don't think I ever told the story. You know what? Hang on. I got to tell the story. Let me finish with this, and you got to hear about my HCSO ride along and one of the incidents from Sunday afternoon out in Sefner. So hang on a minute. There was meth in Sefner. That's why it's Methner. All right. So Stanley has not been charged yet.
She's a terrible person.
Yeah.
Hold
on a minute. She hasn't been charged yet with the assassination for hire yet.
Hey.
So I would imagine that's forthcoming.
There's plenty of time, you know. I mean, she's going to be there for a while.
Oh my God. Anyway, so that's a bitter bad ex.
Yeah.
I mean, that's diabolical. I wanted to use the word diabolical on the show sometime this week, and I just accomplished it on Tuesday.
Well, check that off your list.
Yeah, diabolical. That's a great word, diabolical. That's a plot, man. Deliver a high-end box of chocolates with fentanyl, so you eat a bunch of chocolates and then you OD on fentanyl? That's devious and diabolical.
You really like that word diabolical, don't you?
Wow. She had a previous run-in with the law enforcement in 2019, pleaded guilty to deadly conduct for the unlawful charge of discharge of a firearm and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Anyway, I bet you we could go to the phones and get some really nasty ex-revenge stories. I don't know if it'll rise to the level of poisoning chocolates with fentanyl.
Or having your hitman find Jesus and then tell the victim, oh, by the way, I was going to kill you.
All right, quickly here, let me tell my HCSO ride-along. And, I think many people know that I've been an honorary Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office deputy since 1997. Long time. Almost 30 years I've been in the honorary program.
Yes, everybody knows. They talk about it at all the MJ appreciation.
You shut the bleep up.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Shut up. All right, so I'm out on a ride-along, and I've done, countless ride-alongs. I'm out with Sergeant Catlin, District 2, on Sunday, right? Was it Sunday?
Sunday morning.
Yeah, Sunday morning. I go out. And we had a traffic stop in Sefner. And Sergeant Catlin, Eagle Eye, spots a white, older Cadillac Escalade and just said, you know what, let me run that plate. Ran the plate. The plate comes back to nothing. Ooh. Yeah. So there's a license plate on this older white Cadillac Escalade, and there is no record of this. The plate comes back to nothing.
How's that? Well,
because it was obviously a deactivated plate that was not registered to any vehicle. And so light the guy up, affect the traffic stop. Guy pulls over. Anyway, this was a pretty rich traffic stop. The female passenger had a meth pipe stuffed in her bra. She had meth rock wrapped up in a dollar bill jammed in the bra. This dude was a convicted felon. He had a loaded .38 under his driver's seat. So that's felony possession of a firearm because he's a convicted felon and he can't have a firearm. So this was just and then she had a handcuff key. That's another. Remember?
You can't have handcuff keys.
Yeah, look up Fester. Look up the law having a handcuff key in Florida. Look that up quickly. Yeah, so these two, man, they racked up the charges, and all because of a bad license plate. Pulled over, and I'll tell you what, they were very nice criminals. They were they were the girlfriend and the boyfriend. I mean, they were chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in Florida, it is illegal to possess a concealed handcuff key while in custody, meaning when you're in handcuffs, regardless of whether you're formally arrested. This is a felony of the 3rd degree. However, it is not illegal for a private citizen to simply own and carry handcuffs. All right, anyway, so Florida statute 843.021. Anyway, concealed handcuff key. So they racked up a whole bunch of charges. So, all right. Do you want the NSS first, or should we talk about the Fester acting like a douche dilemma?
Fielder's choice.
All right, I'm going with NSS. First of all, we
give the same amount of cares about both of them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is an NSS alert. We are under an NSS alert. What is an NSS? That's a new studio snag.
Ooh. This kind of just was sprung on us. Was it over the weekend?
I don't know what the story. Anyway,
I found out about it on Monday, yesterday, right?
Here's the problem. So our new studio is just about ready, but apparently the phone system is not. And one of our other stations down the hall, our Spanish station, they have the new phone system, and apparently it's been busted since last week. Can you imagine this morning show with the fact that we utilize a lot of phones? Can you imagine if I'm trying to do this show and the phone system is busted? So there's no freaking way I can move into the new studio if we have an unreliable, janked up S show
of a phone system.
Exactly.
Is it unproven, or is it just not reliable?
I don't know. It's like, my God. And then apparently after talking to our engineers, the phone company's pointing fingers at our corporate's pointing fingers at them. It's like, oh my God. I mean, this is a mess. So we have an NSS, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new studio snag. We just can't move while we don't have a reliable phone system. In fact, I was thinking about taking some phone calls right now on the whole, relationship thing.
We have a reliable system now.
It's old, but at least it works. Our old Telos system still works. I'm going to show that our phones work right now. Would it be interesting? And then I'll get into the email. Fester, you've stepped in it, man.
With who? This listener who you have suddenly beloved? You talking about that guy? Or is this something different?
I don't know if I think beloved.
Beloved.
No, I guess beloved. But
Yeah.
No, I think the way
he is beloved.
Yeah, but I think the way that Fester used it was
Doesn't
incorrect.
matter.
All right.
I don't beloved this segment right now. Or at least not the next one.
Should we grab some calls, though? On the story we did a few minutes ago on the whole fentanyl deal about the jilted ex wanting to poison her ex-husband and the new bride-to-be with fentanyl-laced chocolates?
I'll tell you what. You want callers to call in and say, yes, I attempted to poison my previous lover with something. You want people to call in and admit to crime?
No, I'm saying let's grab a couple.
It's got to be a really high bar, though.
Yeah, all right. So, Andrew, turn your microphone. Why are you shaking your head at me?
Today may not be the best day for phone calls.
Why?
Ooh.
We haven't used our phones yet, nor have I seen them ring.
I just saw I've seen the phones ring all morning.
And the other stations of the building are saying they're having trouble with their phone lines.
Hang on a minute. I'll call myself right now. Oh, so now
That's why you saw the phone ringing when you saw it.
All right, hang on a minute. 800-990-1047. I'm calling us up right now.
Want me to answer it?
No. I'll answer it live. All right, so I'm calling. Yeah, hang on. Our phones are ringing. Hang on a minute. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show.
Yeah, I'm calling about a really bad relationship.
Oh, yeah, what happened, sir?
Yeah, let me tell you right now. My ex tried to cut off my wang with a chainsaw.
Oh, my God. Sir, that's awful.
Our phones are working.
MJ, you just missed a call from a guy who almost lost his wang on a chainsaw accident.
Yeah, so our phones will work. All right, so let's try to grab a couple of calls. Any listener, and again,
I want to be specific about this.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you are somebody who tried to kill your ex, or if you are the ex who was like attempted to be killed,
right?
Please call in. Like that's it. We just want people who death was the goal.
My girlfriend keyed my car. My boyfriend put a steaming bag of poop on my doorstep. I mean, we don't want to hear those stories. We want to hear capital punishment stories.
No. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to rise to the level of murder. But
this could be the criminal confession line.
But I'll tell you right now. Say it again.
What a great segment, criminal confessions.
Dude, your microphone. I don't know what's going on with your microphone, man. Your microphone sucks.
I shout into this microphone every day. I always talk loudly. It doesn't pick me up.
Whatever you just did over there, I think made it work.
I'm like banging on the equipment over here.
Yeah, I see you giving me side-eye looks.
You need a mallet.
The microphone
goes low and then it gets normal, goes low. All right, so folks, do you have a really bad relationship story?
Yeah.
Try to lace congratulatory chocolates with fentanyl for your ex-husband to try to take him and the new fiance out. That's a pretty high bar. But if you've got a really bad ex story, something they tried to do after a breakup, after a divorce, do you have a really, really bad story? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Fire up the phones.
And so if somebody calls in and they have something that they really want to confess to, do you have the ability to change their voice in case they want to not be recognized at all?
No, I never got the voice changer.
You don't have to give your name.
That's a lot of people that might want to call in, but they don't want to be recognized by their voice.
I'll say so dissuade callers right now. Thank you, Michelle.
No. I'm saying if you could do that, then we might get people who actually call in and say
What are you doing, Michelle?
I put eye drops in my ex's coffee.
What are you doing? Why are you even you're like thwarting the segment?
No, I'm the one who said call in if you killed somebody or tried to kill somebody.
And now you're saying maybe you don't want to call in if we can't change your voice.
No. I'm saying if you can't change the voice.
You're derailing it.
Are you working for us or against us? I mean, which one? Are you on our side or are you on the other side?
I want to hear.
There's only two sides. You're either with us or you're not.
I want to hear people call in and tell us some good stuff.
Anybody have a really nasty relationship breakup or ex-husband, ex-wife, anything they did, any really nasty story?
It's got to be something we could laugh about now, okay?
Andrew's screening right now.
I don't want to hear a bunch of...
800-990-1047 is how you get in. 800-990-1047. Andrew's screening, and he's going to set the bar, maybe not quite as high as fentanyl-laced chocolates, but I don't want to take run of the mill. Oh yeah, she put sugar in my gas tank.
The car won't blow up if that happens?
No, it won't.
Oh, okay.
There's also another undesirable way this can go.
Andrew, I'll give this another couple of seconds. Andrew's screening. Give me a thumbs up if you get a D. This is a little bit of a tough ask,
what if you did something to somebody's brakes so their car couldn't brake and they went off the road?
Yeah, cut the brake line or whatever the
car tampering.
There's degrees of automotive tampering.
Yeah,
sugar in the tank doesn't do much for me. Messing with the brake system, I'm all ears.
Right.
All right, Andrew screening. Should I take line 1?
Your show.
All right, hang on. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
Hello. That's the phone system.
Hello? Oh, is that our phone problem? What's going on? What is this, Donald Duck?
Maybe Andrew was right.
Hang on a minute. That's line 1. Let me take line 3. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. What is going...
Andrew was right.
My God.
Andrew, we're sorry for doubting you.
Let me go back to... Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you, MJ. They can hear you. They can hear us.
Why was I able to call in? Hang on. Let me try to call ourselves back. Oh, my God. What is going on?
All right, sir, on line 1, the phone line's unairable, unbroadcastable.
It is. I mean,
unless we're looking for a new goblin creature.
All right, I'm calling back.
Oh, is it ringing? Are you?
Hello?
I don't know what's going on right now. Is that you talking?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hang on. Good morning, MJ Morning Show. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
Yes. Look, now this line is working. Andrew, check lines 1 and 2.
Maybe it's only select lines.
I'm on line 4 right now. All right, hi, what's your name?
My name is April from Hudson. Crazy April. How are you?
Crazy April.
All right, April.
All right. So am I to assume that you did the crazy act?
OMG, and I got busted too. I was at a summer camp, and I was a counselor, and one of the counselors we were gagging back and forth, and I put eye drops in her coffee, and she ended up in the hospital. I got fired.
Wow.
I've heard about the eye drops thing.
No, we're processing.
Yeah. Because that's like, how long ago did you do this?
Oh gosh, I think it was like 86, 87. It wasn't any time.
Yeah, all right. So so that's a while ago, but I think these days aren't there enhanced charges for doing that? If you did that today, I think you could be in a crap load of trouble.
The late 80s were the heyday of eye drop poisonings. That was the golden era.
Wait, did you put the?
I was one of your callers on caller 1. I had to hang up and call back, and it was your phone system. I don't care what your management says; they're wrong.
Yeah, take it from Crazy April.
All right. So
was she a rival of yours, or like for a guy?
Hey,
hello.
Are you still there?
Hang on a minute. No, your phones are not phones are not online. Hang on a minute. Hey, Andrew, phones are not online. Go ahead, ask her again.
So was she a rival of yours?
She wasn't to begin with. And then we were playing jokes back and forth, but I don't think it was a common likeness for each other.
And then what did you expect to happen with the eye drops?
I just expected to get a little tummy ache or sick, and that's not what happened. She dehydrated. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, because don't you get the squirts beyond belief?
Beyond belief isn't the word. When the ambulance picked her up, I knew I was in trouble.
When the ambulance picked her up at your office, you knew you were in trouble?
It wasn't at the office. It was at the campsite. Yes, I knew I was in trouble.
Yeah, she was a camp counselor.
And did they pin you for the activity?
No, I fessed up and said I did it. No.
Oh, you stepped.
No.
You mean you would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling you?
Yes, but the problem is I didn't want something more serious to happen, so I fessed up. What can you do? You shouldn't let somebody else suffer like that.
And so were you arrested?
No, not at all.
Oh,
they
just fired you. That's
wow.
it. Wow, you got lucky.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for the call, Crazy April.
Thank
All right. Does line 2 work now, Andrew?
We're not sure.
Hang on. Let me grab line 2. Hi, MJ Morning Show. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
All right. Yeah, so it's working. Some lines are all distorted beyond belief. Danny in Dade City. Hi, Danny.
Hey, how are you?
Doing well. Go ahead.
Guys.
Yep. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a story. My ex, I used to do protein shakes, and my ex was putting that, that roach white powder stuff that you use for roaches in there, and I was wondering why I was so sick and my face breaking out and stuff like that.
Your ex was putting that white roach powder that you put along the baseboard in your smoothies?
Yeah, like the boric acid. She was putting that in there, and eventually I caught onto it because I put like clear tape on the top where if somebody opened, I could tell, tell if it's open.
Yeah.
And I was getting really bad, sick. Anyways, make a long story short, I ended up finding out, calling authorities. They had the stuff tested, and of course, she was poisoning me.
Did you call the police?
I sure did. She's still incarcerated. Got, I think, like 15 years.
Holy crap. When was this? How long ago did this happen?
5 years ago.
And she got 15 years for what, attempted murder?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my
yes, sir.
God.
Just malicious. Yeah, I feel bad for her, but I don't,
Now, you're in Dade City. Did it happen in Pasco or somewhere else?
No, it happened actually in Brooksville because I work in Dade City over here. Frogmore Fresh. Yeah, I'm a blueberry farmer, so over here.
Wow.
working the farm. Yeah. So.
Wow.
Anyways.
Did you have to testify at the trial against her, or did she take a deal?
She took a deal. So she probably would have got more if I testified, but I didn't want them bothering me.
But it didn't go to trial because she took a deal from prosecutors.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir. And she still got 15, so it's still a lot.
Wow. Danny, thank
Crazy
you.
women.
Yeah.
Yep,
Thank you. Thank you. And Fester, you thought we weren't going to get a call that rose to sort of the level.
No, we had to set a barometer. I mean, the first lady, I put eyedroppers in summer camp 20, 30 years ago. That was like, okay, thank you.
But it can be dangerous. Eye drops can be dangerous.
No, yes, but still, it's fairly low level. I mean, if she didn't identify herself as crazy, I would have dismissed her a lot sooner.
You prefer the roach powder story.
But the roach powder story is right up my alley. I love that.
Have you determined a pattern on which line works and which one doesn't?
No, because I've had bad calls come in on the same line.
Okay, all right. So some lines are same line. Let's say line 4. Line 4 could be good one time, bad another time?
Correct.
Okay. Wow. All righty. It's always fun with the equipment around this place. And then we can't move to the new studio. We can't move to the new studio because that phone system is potentially all jacked. All right, so let's get to the email situation. Folks, I'm excited because I kind of like elements of surprise and the unknown.
Okay.
What are you being all
First of all,
tentative about?
Don't come at me with this. I mean,
you started this.
No, but
Fester.
you're taking an aggressive tone and making this a hostile work environment because we have differences of opinions. We also took 10 calls from listeners yesterday, and 70% agreed with me. The degree of butthurt that this guy and how he has you wrapped around his finger is amazing.
All right, let me reset the story here so people know what's going on. A listener and fan of the program named Sabe. S-A-B-E.
Rhymes with Gabe.
Sabe wrote a couple of songs for the MJ Morning Show. So first, he wrote a little jingle for the show, which was more of a generalized show song. Listen. A couple of seconds long.
To the MJ Morning Show, all the big news and events will let you know. We got morons in the news. It's time to wake up, stop hitting the snooze. Hey, Fester holding down the spot. MJ and Michelle gotta deal with a lot. Now it's time to break dawn. 4 hours of the best morning radio's on.
Okay.
So that's Sabe. That was his original.
All right, thank you, Sabe.
He had one little quick morons in the news mention, but then...
Well, let's point out, MJ, this came to us completely unsolicited.
Right. Mm-hmm. And we've had plenty of material.
That happens.
Plenty of stuff has come to us unsolicited over the years.
And this guy expects us to love it? Is that what he expects?
Well, you didn't complain about the first one.
No, hold on.
Then he's specialized and he honed in and did a morons in the news exclusive little MJ song jingle.
Let me be clear.
And this is where Fester goes all nasty on the guy.
Let me be clear.
You know what? It would have been better if you would have laced his chocolates with fentanyl.
Right about now, I'll take a fentanyl chocolate over listening to this crap.
Go ahead.
I held my tongue on the first one because I knew you liked it. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna engage MJ today. We're gonna play one crappy song from this guy. He's gonna go away. It was terrible. Fester's on the spot.
All right,
MJ and Michelle are dealing with a lot.
Listen. So
what?
Then he sends me.
What? Who does this guy think he is?
Then say.
What's the worst?
All right, can I get a freaking word in edgewise here?
Play your boyfriend's new song.
Then.
You love this guy.
So then yesterday, Sabe sent us a morons in the news only jingle, and then that's when Fester unloads and just blasts the guy. Here, listen.
It's time for morons in the news. These crazy ass people got nothing to lose. Now they're making headlines. MJ calls them out while they're doing their time. Berserk stories boggle the brain. Insane men that sits going down in flames. A good laugh for the listeners alike. It's time to set it off. MJ doing it right. Perk your ears up, listen and learn what not to do, so it's never your turn. Cause you'll be called out, not in a good way. A derelict making news now for MJ.
Morons in the news. So Fester unloads on this guy yesterday, and you called it a S-bomb.
Hold on. Listen, it's a nice attempt from an amateur. It's not great. What's the standard?
The recording quality is actually very good. I mean, the guy's using good equipment. I can tell he's got a good mic. The music. All right, listen.
His equipment is A+. I can use a high quality pan and make a crap meal.
And his sentiment is very, nice.
All right, listen. Fester crapped all over the listener.
It's terrible. Why are you being so aggressive?
Because I disagree with you.
So
it's not terrible.
Can't we have a difference of opinion without calling names? Don't give me the hand. Look, MJ has the hand up. No, I gotta. No, you're being kind of jerky about it.
Let me read the email.
Okay.
So this is what is the unknown, folks. Sabe sends an email last night. In response to Fester just blasting his little song yesterday, Sabe sends this email last night. MJ, it means so much to me that you like my MJ songs.
Yeah, sounds like you have a stalker, dude.
I was pimping Monday morning when you played my Morons in the News song.
Who says pimping?
It was one of the greatest days of my life to get your approval. I was floating high, but then Fester wrecked me with his nasty trash. He needs to check it. Fester needs to be taught a lesson. He's finna find out. Check your email at the very end of today's show for a Fester surprise he's not gonna forget.
This is why I carry a gun. This is people like this. It's people like this. This guy is delusional. He is delulu, dude.
Right,
he has psychiatric issues.
All right, so folks.
He submits something unsolicited to a radio station. I say it's not great, and he's getting all butthurt. Now listen to this. If past performance is indicative of what's going to happen next,
right?
I'm not afraid at all because it's probably going to suck too.
So we are waiting.
Does this guy want me to hate him?
Right,
I don't hate him. I just give him an honest critique.
Can you just shut up a minute? All right. So we are now waiting. At least I'm on my edge of my seat, even though I stand the entire 4 hours and I have no chair near me. I'm on the edge of my seat waiting. We're supposed to check our email at the end of today's show for a Fester surprise he's not gonna forget.
Oh, jeez.
I can't wait.
Nerd.
So about 9:48, 9:49, somewhere a little before 10 o'clock. So let's say 9:46 to 9:50, somewhere in that vicinity, I'm going to be checking my email, which is mj@mjmorningshow.com. mj@mjmorningshow.com, my email. I'm going to check that.
This is a grown man,
and
right?
see what the no, it's a 12-year-old kid.
He's acting like a 12-year-old kid.
It sounds like a grown man.
He's acting like a 12-year-old kid. MJ, listen, this is wildly inappropriate. This guy is taking this show way too seriously.
Did you say unappropriate?
No.
Either. I don't give a spit.
It's inappropriate. All right, I can't wait. Folks, I'm excited. I want to find out what the hell we're going to get in email from Sabe, the jilted listener that Fester's a jackass to. Did you just
I might have burped. I don't care.
What is wrong with you?
I don't care. What's wrong with you, dude? Why don't you take this guy out on a date? Why don't you take him out to a movie? You and Sabe can hold hands and share popcorn buckets.
So end of the show, I'm going to check the email, folks. How do you tune out of this?
I'll tell you how I tune out.
No, you don't.
I'm shutting the radio off as soon as you say there's a new song from Sabe. Oh,
all right,
whatever.
Moving along, 8:02 at the MJ Morning Show.
Save your time, dude. Get another hobby. Seriously. I'm trying to be nice to you. I'm trying to give you an honest critique, and you're being nothing but really, really, really weird.
I love you, Sabe.
No, and look,
Sabe has given me some hellacious content here. I love it.
You think so?
Yeah,
MJ.
Yeah. I do.
Yesterday you took 10 calls, which is not a small sample of the audience. 10 calls. 70% said it sucked, and one of the 3 that liked it was Jacob. So there.
All right.
Jacob likes everything.
9:50, 9:48, somewhere there. I'm waiting for the email. Moving along here at 8:02 MJ Morning Show. You're in the middle of an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ with quality morning entertainment like this.
Morons in the
Will you
news.
stop?
Quality entertainment just for yous. Ha ha ha. MJ loves Sabe. he really thinks that he's a babe.
I'm not going to give Fester a pass. He's acting like a giant ass.
Dude, I'm rubber, you're glue.
Really, where this has gone.
I'm moving on.
Okay, you move on. You move on.
Yeah, fine.
This has popped up in my feed for quite a while now. I have not mentioned this yet, but these have been popping up. I don't follow this individual, but these videos are popping up in my feed. Have any of you seen this local Tampa Bay area realtor who's busting on listings? She goes to these houses and just shreds them.
That's what I want to see.
Oh,
is she good at it?
Yes.
But I've got some issues with it. You know what? I love it, but then I hate an aspect of it. It's like I have a love-hate relationship.
All right, so obviously they're not her houses, right?
No. So she's going to other houses that like other people have listed.
She gets like the key box
and she's in many cases she's going inside the house and just ripping apart the listing.
Oh, Fester.
All right, so we have, she's doing these snarky, edgy, like. So I pulled a couple of these. The woman's name, and I don't know if anyone else in radio in the market has talked about. I've seen these for months now, and I've been trying to figure out what do I do with this.
What's her name? Let's get her on.
Right. Her name is Brianna Banasiski. So I've done some homework, and Brianna Banasiski, she works for Realty One Group Advantage in Lutz, right on State Road 54. So she's up. I've got her mobile numbers right here.
Let's call her.
Well, hang on.
Our phone lines don't work today.
I think I can call out. All right. So here's the deal. She's like shredding listings, and she's getting it to houses where I got to believe that some of these other agents are not happy. Like there's a recent, like a $3.5 million listing in Bel Air, and she's in the house. Does the listing agent for a $3.5 million house know that Brianna Banasiski is shredding the listing? All right, let me play some of the audio of some of her snarky real estate posts here. All right, I think this one might be the $3.5 million Bel Air home. All right, listen to this.
This is getting ridiculous. This house is 7,000 square feet. I can't even fit it into the frame. 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, $3.5 million. This house was built in 1922. 22? Nobody tell Leonardo DiCaprio. What the Why do I feel like an extra?
Now she's in the house.
Extra on the set of Goodfellas. You think I'm funny? Funny how? You think I'm a clown? What up, MTV? Welcome to my crib. Yeah, come on, the Diddy party's this way. I'm so glad there's no bidet. Bidet people think they're so much better than us. They're like, well, if you had shit on your arm, you wouldn't just wipe it off with a paper towel. Yeah, but I also wouldn't just rinse it off with water. Now you're just spraying your shit everywhere. This house keeps going and going and going. It doesn't end. It's like the John Wick series. I'm only used to getting my dad Coors Light out of the fridge. This is the Girls Gone Wild viewing area, isn't it? That's right, Sarah. You take that degree in engineering. Oh no, I'm naked in the tub. I hope a man who's 6'3" with a gambling addiction and a temper similar to my father's doesn't walk in.
All right, so she's sitting in their tub. She's in this $3.5 million house. The home is listed by Karen Ellison.
This is brilliant.
I tried to call Karen Ellison yesterday, but she said she was traveling.
This is brilliant. Hold on, stop for a second.
Yeah.
Do you not see the brilliance in this?
Listen, I understand.
Not the jokes part. She's not insulting the house.
Yeah.
She is insulting the house.
No, she's not.
Wait till you hear some of the other ones.
Let me hear some more insults. So far, she's making punny jokes.
Yeah.
Right. But do you want someone in your house, a $3.5 million serious Bel Air listing over here in Pinellas? Do you want her creating viral internet content? That's not selling this house.
Yes, this is. Dude, somebody's going to see this. First of all, I'll tell you right now.
Oh, yeah, because listen, a lot of people are going to buy a $3.5 million Bel Air home in Pinellas County after a snarky video.
She's a comedian.
Yeah.
She's an entertainer.
All right, first
I'm
of
looking
all,
at this house. You know, MJ, this is a beautiful house. The house is
it's nice.
It's a beautiful house. And she is showing me this house, and I can laugh my way through this tour and say, you know what, I really like this. I'll buy this from her.
All right, listen.
It's fun.
This is where. Listen. This is where I'm torn.
I'm so tired.
What do you say?
I'm tired.
Listen, I'm just trying to get a word in here, Fester.
Go ahead, because you don't get enough words in.
I'm torn because elements are funny, but then I'm also looking at, is she trying to get people to take her seriously as a realtor, a licensed real estate agent? Now, apparently, she got her license last August, so it hasn't been quite a year yet.
She's brilliant.
And according to records I checked, I think she's only sold one thing, and it's like a $245,000 house.
Okay.
She's like one's on a $245,000 house, and a commission split. What is she doing to make a living?
You're missing the model.
She's certainly not. She's not making enough money to live. I would imagine with Instagram and TikTok, money.
Not yet. She's building a platform as an influencer.
All right, but do you want an influencer as a real estate agent?
I want as many eyes on my house to sell.
You're not telling me anything I don't know.
Yeah.
It sounds like you don't know anything. It sounds like everything I'm telling you is like the first time you're hearing it because you're so against this person.
I'm not.
She's hysterical.
I told you I like elements of it, but
you want to hire a female for the show? Call Brianna. She's hysterical.
Yeah.
She'd make more money than she's making in real estate right now.
Amazing. It's not your fault the end of your belly button looks like a Vienna sausage. I feel like I'm the bartender on the Titanic. Might as well start drinking, everybody. We're all gonna die tonight. What do rich people do with a closet this size? This is where they store their tax write-offs. I thought it would be bigger. I've said that sentence too many times in my life. Share this with someone who can't afford a $3.5 million house just to make them feel like shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's How many people have seen this? How many? Okay.
Oh, look at the comments.
99.9999% of the people who see this are not buyers for this house.
It looks like her videos. Let me. Videos views 258,000, 157. I'm just scrolling over different houses. I'm sorry.
Bel Air House is second row.
I'm sorry.
Middle.
Those are likes. All right. So we need to look at her real. Fester, just let go. Let go. All right. So let me go to her. Here we go. All right. So her views. Here are the views. 4 million, 3.1 million, 3.9 million. Here's one that's low, 496,000. So 320,000. It seems like her, well, are those the pinned ones? Oh, yeah. So she's got 3 pinned reels on Instagram. Those are the ones that have like the millions. All of the other ones.
The Bel Air House one has 1.7 million.
Yeah.
Good for her.
You want to hear some more?
I want to hear, yes.
All right, here's another one. Here's, I want to put this up so I can start and stop. All right, hang on a minute. All right, and here's another video from Brianna Banasiski.
This house might look small on the outside, but on the inside, it's big. It's bigger than my beautiful bill. It's a solid 5 inches. 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2,083 square feet. Doesn't this kind of look like the house where they filmed Paranormal Activity? Could you imagine being haunted by a demon named Toby? Toby's the kind of guy you knew in high school who wore a fedora and was like,
where's my hug? My mom just bought me Proactive. Want to come back to my house and play World of Warcraft?
This bedroom's actually... Jeffrey Epstein?
No, this is Toby.
Oh, sorry, you guys sound so alike.
The gates have opened. There's no turning back.
If this is about my vehicle's extended warranty, I am good. Sorry, guys, that was like really rude. Yes, this is the bathroom. This bedroom's really vanilla. It's giving missionary only with the lights off. I'm shocked.
She's hysterical.
I'm not saying it's not funny. Yes, it's funny, but I'm trying to balance that with, can you take her seriously as a real estate agent? Did she just get her real estate license to like break into houses?
Make content? She accidentally sold the one that she did sell?
Yeah.
I'm just asking, does she even want to be a real estate agent, or is this all created in order to create content to make money as a content creator instead of a real estate agent? That's the question I'm asking.
I think the second thing is right.
Yeah.
There's not a live, laugh, love sign somewhere. I think we should petition to change live, laugh, love to drink, fight. It's just more accurate. There's even space to put your mom, although I don't think that's going to be big enough. I did not write a script for the casting couch, but I don't really think you need a script for that. Share this with someone who
feeds off fear and despair.
Toby, can you shut the up? Anyway, share this with someone who needs 5 bedrooms.
So she works for Realty One Group Advantage Real Estate in Lutz on State Road 54.
What if she came up with this idea a year and a half ago. Hey, I'm just going to go to houses and just she's not insulting the house. She's not like, oh, look at this piece of crap. What were these people thinking? Oh, look at the mold problem this had. Oh, you could tell this is water damage.
Yeah.
They never got rid of these termites. She's not doing that. She's walking around the house making jokes.
Are you ready for another one?
This house has more bush than my mom in the 80s.
Perfect. Perfect.
How is that insulting the house? She's doing her comedy act in the house the house for sale.
There are some overgrown bushes in front of the house, so she's got a.
How's the housing market right now?
It's pretty slow.
Okay, so if I told you that I have a creator that can get 2 million eyes on your house, how would you feel about that? I'd probably pay her $10,000.
But disparaging?
No, she doesn't disparage. She makes jokes.
Let's listen to this one.
This house has more bush than my mom in the 80s. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 776 square feet, St. Pete, Florida, $345,000. There's no garage, but let's be honest, you don't need to keep your 2011 Toyota Camry safe. I feel like a 1950s housewife. I'm waiting on my husband to come in here and tell me why I shouldn't make as much money as him. This is where I'd mount my TV so I could re-watch Girls Gone Wild on repeat. What are you girls doing? Go back to class. Is it dangerous of me to wear a white blazer next to a glory hole? This home's...
So she's on the floor of the laundry room. There are no appliances, so there's no washer and dryer, and there's just the dryer vent sticking out of the wall, and she's calling it a glory hole.
I mean, that's an enormous glory hole. I'm just
11
saying.
minutes away from St. Pete Beach, which means it's probably going to be waterfront property in 50 years. Damn, this bidet is really high up. I had flaming hot Cheetos for lunch. I should have went to college, and instead I'm filming myself making glory hole jokes. This is where I'm going to put all the men in my DMs. I have more subs in my comment section than a Jersey Mike's.
She's fantastic. I've never heard of her before today.
I can't believe you haven't. I've seen these for months.
I haven't seen her.
And they're just showing up in my feed more frequently, and that's why I'm like, all right, I got to talk about this finally.
She just got a follow from me.
All right.
Tampa _ Bree.
Hang on a minute. Let me bring up another one here. Let me load this one.
Yeah, don't you hate on her without giving out her Instagram handle.
This is a big bitch for a home built in 1940. It's giving big energy. 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 1,440 square feet. Just enough living space for you and your family to play strip poker. I haven't seen an island this big since Jeffrey Epstein. Help me, stepbrother. I'm stuck in the washer. This home is equipped with a surveillance system so you can easily spy on your wife while she texts other men. It's been a long time since I've had hemorrhoids. This accent tile really brings out the fact that our society is severely addicted to social media and it will cause irreparable damage to our brains. Cute. I used to take baths with my mom until I was 17. The only thing stopping you from buying this home is your massive amount of student loan debt. I'm not the one who told you to get a degree in hospitality. What the f*** is that? This house is also near the river, which is perfect for trust fund babies whose daddy bought them a boat. You can also see manatees, but I'm sure you see your mom all the time.
That's hysterical.
All right, anyway.
She's brilliant.
Should we try to call her?
Sure.
All right, let me... 8133. I misdialed. Hopefully the lines work. Hang on. 8133. I'm on line 3. All right, it's ringing. All right, Andrew, can you pick up line 3, please? Fester left the studio, so Fester went to the producer's booth to try to speak to Brianna. Yeah, but my question for her is, you're going into listings where the agent doesn't know that you're making joke videos, is what I'm thinking. And and I don't think she's the original that has done this. There's a guy. There's a man out there that has done this. So I don't know if she, took the concept from him. What's the story with the?
It went to a voicemail.
I don't know. Dial again. The rule of twos here.
Listen, as far as it being her idea, who cares?
Yeah. Hey, Andrew, pick up line 3 again and see if she picks up.
I mean, MG, so what? Somebody else was making jokes at houses and she realized she could do it better?
So she's not the original of doing these kind of snarky, ripping on the property
She's not the
videos.
George Washington of Realtor comedy. Still, she's doing it great. She's doing a great job.
And I'm looking at some of her Instagram posts. DM me for more information. Townhome in San Antonio, Florida, $345,000. I am not the listing agent. I do not work on behalf of the seller, but I'll make a mockery out of your listing.
She's not making a mockery out of listing.
I added that.
No, but she's not. But it's wrong for you to say that. You're giving out false information.
Hey,
she's doing a comedy routine in your house.
Any real estate agents want to comment on this? If you're a real estate agent, would you like to comment on this local woman, Brianna Banasiski, and her snarky, little real estate videos? What are your thoughts? If you are in real estate, I'd like to hear from you. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Now, bear with us. Some of the incoming lines are distorted, and if you're distorted, we'll ask you just to call right back. So if you're a real estate agent, please, what is your opinion of this woman, Brianna's videos? 800-990-1047. If you're a real estate agent, would you like Brianna to show up at one of your listings and, use the MLS, key box to go in and then sit in your client's bathtub and make, mommy bush jokes or glory hole jokes in the laundry room? All right, 800-990-1047. See if the phones work. So if you're a real estate agent, I would love to just get some insight and some thoughts from you. And if you want to remain anonymous, if you don't want to say, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm a realtor, da-da-da-da. If you don't want to use your name or your company, that's fine. If you want to be anonymous real estate agent, go right ahead. All right, so Andrew's screening calls. And if Andrew hangs up on you, it means you're all distorted. Just try to call back because some of the phone lines coming in are distorted, some are not. And apparently we're finding out that it's allegedly a Verizon problem that we're having.
Great.
I'm guessing that line 2 is on hold. This will be a good call. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
David.
David, are you a realtor?
Yes, I am.
All right, David, how many years in the biz?
25.
That's a long time. Were you aware of these snarky Brianna videos floating around on Instagram?
I wasn't because I don't follow Instagram, but it was pretty funny to hear.
All right, they are. I admit they are funny, absolutely. And a lot of them are well written, they're clever. But what are your thoughts? Do you think this is good for the real estate business? Or what if it were one of your listings, like this $3.5 million Bel Air property? What are your thoughts?
It's completely unethical, 100%.
Yeah, see, that's where my dilemma is, Fester, is that I find it funny, but unethical is a good word, that you're muscling in as a real estate agent, and then you're shredding properties, or you're making a mockery out of things for content.
Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah, she can be written up for ethics violations for sure.
And I said that to Michelle last night. I'm like, can't she get in trouble and with her real estate license? Or
but I don't think she cares.
What is she doing that's unethical?
David, go ahead.
She's degrading someone else's real estate, and it's not ethical to do that. You can't sit there. It's like, do you know what redlining is?
Explain what redlining is.
Redlining is crossing racial boundaries verbally to your client, or to broadcast, or in marketing, or in anything like that. That's a racial ethics violation.
And so you think that what she's doing is racial?
Yeah.
No, I don't. But I'm giving you an example of an ethical violation.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
You know what? I could see a dramatic difference between somebody cheating people of their civil liberties and somebody going in and making jokes at a house. I don't see it.
Clearly there's a...
Yeah.
Look up the oath of a realtor. We all take an oath that we subscribe to, and it's very, you can Google it. And this is just, it's funny, but like you say, MJ, how about if that was your house that I was listing, and I go in, and because I just want to get some hits and some follows, I start making fun of your property. And there's nothing wrong with the property. It's just her opinion of it.
Yep. Good point. Thank you, David. I appreciate the call. Real estate agent of 25 years and is questioning the ethics. my guess is that I don't think she cares about a long-term real estate career.
She doesn't care if she ever sells another house.
She's going to be at Side Splitters next Sunday or something.
MJ, think about this. She's going to go on tour.
All right,
I think she wants to.
Let me go back to phones here. Another real estate agent's on hold. If you want to try to get in and comment, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Let me grab line 1. Good morning, MJ Morning Show. Let's say hi to Matt in Bel Air, a realtor. Hello, Matt.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing
I don't
well.
know what that last guy was talking about. He's kind of a wimp, I think that this person's doing a cool job of listening, getting attention to it, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what we think. The owner of the property knows how she's marketing it, so they'll cancel her if they don't like it.
No.
She's not the listing agent.
Matt, she's not the listing agent. She's going to other people's listings.
Oh, no shit.
Yes.
She's still drawing attention to it.
She's drawing attention to it, and she's not insulting the homes.
Had to dump that.
She's giving her opinion on it, and I will say that one about the bush, those bushes were enormous.
Yeah, Matt, it's other people's listings. They're not her listings.
Hey, I don't know what she looks like, but if she's a pretty girl, I'd love to get her number.
Okay. Matt, are you really a real estate agent?
I'm a real estate agent and I'm an engineer.
Okay.
I have to take ethics things all day. You know what I'm saying? Those ethics codes, whatever. She's not doing anything wrong.
Even if it's not her listing?
I don't think so. Like I say, it's just good, positive attention, and it's fun.
Do you work for a major real estate company?
Not major right now. I like those ones that you don't have to pay too much of commission to because they take so much commission.
All right, thank you, buddy. I appreciate the call.
MJ, I have about.
Did I get the dump in time?
Maybe. Does this dump button work?
Yeah.
I don't know. Nothing works around here.
I have about 10 friends who are realtors.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they would do anything to draw more attention to their few listings that they have. They have, 5, 6 houses that they're listing.
This is a complicated story, though, Fester. It's not cut and dried.
I think that some of the properties, that people probably know she's going to do it. They either are aware of her and they're like, yeah, get in there and do it because I'll get more looks.
Remove yourself as a Tampa land baron and put yourself in the position.
Oh, I'm a Tampa land baron?
You're not.
Yes, I am. I am not a Tampa land baron.
Okay, fine. You're a duke. Yeah, kick-ass duke. MJ, put on your creative and comedic shoes. The man who's crank called hundreds of people.
Yeah.
And have made fun of their businesses and made them feel away for entertainment purposes.
What about this? You went outside of where Antonio Brown was with your bullhorn.
Yes,
and were
I did.
Yelling,
Right.
all the neighbors around probably were like, what is going on?
Hold on, you trying to compare that to this?
I'm just saying it's a disruptor on some level, and you're complaining about her. She's using the homes as like a stage for her comedy routine.
Yeah.
She's gonna get a gig somewhere doing comedy for sure.
She's using other people's properties unbeknownst to them.
Well, they signed a contract that said people can go in and out
to belittle other listings.
When I put it on the MLS, other realtors have the right to go into my house.
Yeah.
And I don't have any control over it.
But again, I think there are some ethics issues here. All right, let me try one more phone call.
Yeah.
Let me try Karen Ellison. She has that $3.5 million listing out in Bel Air where she's inside the house.
Mm-hmm.
And let me try and call Karen. I think I picked up line 3 and there's someone on it. Let me just pick up a dead line here. All right, let me try this Karen Ellison. I texted her yesterday and she said she was traveling or something, so I don't know what the story is. 727-408.
Was she aware that this video existed?
All right, Andrew, pick up line 5 quickly and see if Karen can speak to the MJ Morning Show.
Does she know this video is out there?
That's why I want to call her. Do you know that your $3.5 million Bel Air listing is being ripped?
It's not being ripped. She's not saying this, this tacky decor. What were these people thinking? Oh, look at this cracked tile. Oh, this is awful. Who did this drywall work? This is awful.
All right, Andrew is trying to call did she pick up? It's ringing. Just ringing. I don't know. We might have to follow up on this. And then it went to voicemail. And then Brianna Banasiski
is brilliant.
Let me dial her again, Andrew. I'm going to grab one more call on this, and we're going to move on. But 813-344. All right, I'm calling Brianna, the jokey agent. Andrew, pick up line 5 and see if Brianna picks up. How about Nicole is a real estate agent down in Sarasota. Hello, Nicole. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi. Hey, good morning. So I've been a realtor for 29 years, and I do a lot of volunteer work for the association. I sell a ton of properties. I'm down here in Sarasota.
Were you aware of these, or is the association aware of this?
We are not, and I cannot speak for the association, but I'm not aware of it as a full-time realtor. But I can definitely tell you that it doesn't even matter what price the property is. If somebody went into my client's listing with, first of all, I'm always there for the showings. But second of all, if somebody lets someone in and they film the property without permission from the homeowner, it's definitely an ethics violation. You can't do that. You can't film somebody else's property and then market it without the permission.
All right. Thanks for the clarification, Nicole. So obviously, if you're using the property as a stand-up comedy routine to get 2 million hits on Instagram, that's a violation.
Correct. It's just so unprofessional, and any good realtor that I work with would be horrified, and I would definitely pull them up for an ethics violation.
Right.
It's not acceptable.
Thank you, Nicole. Have a great day.
All right. Bye.
All right. Listen, interesting story anyway. Where'd Michelle go?
I don't know.
Michelle just fled.
Oh, somebody's coming by the studio.
Oh, Chloe's coming in. Oh, yeah. So Chloe is stopping by. So, folks, you're about to have the two women in my life here in the studio. So Michelle on mic number 4, and we'll have Chloe on the guest mic over here.
You lucky devils listening to the show and the two women in his life.
Hey, hey, Andrew, go quick. I don't want Michelle to get locked out. Okay. Oh, look, Chloe brought in Duncan.
Hey, Chloe. What's up, kid?
Oh, Chloe.
Good to see you.
Chloe, grab by the mic. Who'd you grab Duncan for?
For my Uncle Fester and Mom, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, and you got me nothing.
That's right.
You don't drink coffee.
That's true. I don't drink coffee.
No, you don't.
All right. We're told that the dump worked. Because when I had the mail caller on and I said, yeah, they're not her listings, the caller said, no, shh.
Oh, bleep. No bleep, bro. Like he was surprised.
Yeah, no bleep. So, Chloe, a little drive-by. Great to have you in the studio, Chloe.
Oh, thank you. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, Chloe.
Fester and fam.
What's up, sucker?
All right. Moving along here on the MJ Morning Show. Listen to this. A guy finishes his meal, apparently did not tip up to par. He went to the bathroom, and the server, after he, checked out, so he left, completed the bill.
Mm-hmm.
He's at a restaurant, and the server was unhappy with the tip, so the server is sitting outside the bathroom waiting for him to confront him on the lousy tip. Man finishes meal and not prepared for why the server is waiting outside the bathroom. This was at an Applebee's. A routine meal at an Applebee's ended awkwardly for a group of 4 when their server apparently confronted one of them outside the restroom demanding why she had not been tipped.
Was she not tipped at all? Or was she just not happy with what, like she gave 5%?
It sounds like maybe she wasn't tipped at all. Yeah, this is a Reddit post that I saw. Our waiter maybe stopped by once to check on how we were doing. We asked for water. We never saw her until we were almost done eating. So they were, I guess they were unhappy. The group requested separate checks totaling between $12 and $17. One diner tipped $5, another $1, 2 left no tip. And listen, you really should tip at Applebee's. You want to know why?
Yeah, we fancy like Applebee's on a date night.
Yeah.
Got that Bourbon Street steak with the Oreo shake.
I wonder if one of the diners had the Bourbon Street steak with the Oreo shake.
You know what? And it took forever to come out. She had a pissy attitude.
But should a server wait outside the bathroom and stalk you because you didn't leave a tip?
This is just building the case for the customer as to why he left no tip.
Yeah.
I mean,
what if she walked in and grabbed it and squeezed it until they said, "Okay, I'll tip. Okay, I'll tip."
Listen, she gets a tip immediately.
Yeah, there's a tip right.
Listen,
exactly. That was my second joke.
She gets a tip immediately.
Yeah, she went in and got her tip.
I was talking about financial tips because
Oh, so
pay for that service.
Michelle, thoughts on that?
Nope. I'll leave it to you guys.
So no. I'm not talking about the tip joke.
Okay.
I'm talking about thoughts on a server stalking you outside the bathroom because you didn't leave a tip.
No, I meant the tip joke.
I know.
Walking in on dudes and just grabbing.
We stop, Fester.
Wait,
I mean, I guess
the
it's
tip joke.
What did you say?
I said, wait, what's the tip joke?
Just a tip joke.
Are you not listening?
Oh, no,
That's her joke. That's her joke.
Oh, that's your joke? Oh,
All
okay.
right.
All right. Go ahead, Michelle.
I mean, I guess it's better than in the parking lot. At least they're inside, and it might remain somewhat, just a little exchange. Whereas if you're waiting in the parking lot, man, you're going to be throwing down.
All right. While it's wildly appropriate to tip good service,
Yeah.
I also think it's in the diner's Bill of Rights to lowball a tip for crap ass service.
I agree.
I've had experiences before. We went to this bougie restaurant in Atlanta one time.
Yeah.
And
what was the name of it?
Something horse, the dead horse.
The horse's ass?
We serve horse, something horse. I found it. I was like, this looks like a really nice place. We go and, beautiful dining room. They seat us at the bar. The guy never comes around. And we ended up leaving. We paid. I don't think I left anything for a tip. And the guy's like, he follows me, comes out to the parking lot.
Really?
Yeah. And he's like, hey, he says, was everything all right? And I was like, I was just going to leave. But if I'm being honest with you, no, our experience sucked. And he goes,
we got no service.
He's like, I'm sorry.
Did he bring you the food, or did the bartender hand you the food?
We had a waiter who was on in the bar area.
Right.
But we saw him a handful of times. The meal was good, but we just felt.
You didn't tip him because you thought the service was lacking.
I think I lowballed him on tip. It might have been $100 bill.
But he followed you to the parking lot?
I gave him $8 on 100, right? Just whatever I had in my pocket in cash.
Yeah.
And the guy, because it was like valet and the cars are pulling up and he's like, hey, was everything okay? And I was like, you know what? I got to say, it wasn't. And I pointed out like 4 or 5 things, and he apologized that I felt that way, but he acknowledged it and he turned around and walked away. But, it's the right of the diner.
Yeah.
Don't stiff a good server who's working hard for their money and you're just a cheap ass.
Right.
Some of the commenters on Reddit after the person told the story about the Applebee's server staking out the bathroom to confront on the no tip. Some of the Reddit commenters said, straight to the manager, let him know that their staff is doing this. Another person said, at that point, you ask for the manager and demand they comp the bill. Sure, they'll try to confront you quietly. Sometimes they try to embarrass you publicly. All right, so some comments there. Hey, I had a really, really, I think, funny idea. Do you remember the yogurt story we did yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on the windows?
Yeah, Michelle, what was the yogurt story that we did on the show yesterday?
That somebody did a study that said if you spread yogurt on the outside of your windows, that it will reduce the temperature inside of your home by 3 degrees Celsius.
Like 6 or 7 degrees Fahrenheit.
The UK is currently experiencing a big heat dome.
Yeah, I think it was originally a British story, and some professor was quoted in the news, and for people trying to reduce the temperature of their home, you can smear yogurt on your windows. I'm like, what? I've never heard of this.
It would be a coating on the window, I guess so. Yeah.
Well,
should we do YoPlay?
No, let's do the one that has the probiotics so you poop better.
Activa.
Activa.
Yeah, we can get Jamie Lee Curtis to go spread Activa. No, but seriously, I had a good idea. What if, Shorty Shane, our resident little guy that pops up on the show, what if we had Shorty Shane just go to random houses with a stepladder, and he's out front. You got a little dude, 3'5" little dude, just painting yogurt like Chobani or something on people's windows. And, you shoot video. And that might be funny.
Well, I wonder what the difference is in between efficacy in terms of Greek yogurt and regular yogurt.
We mentioned that yesterday.
If you had something with blueberries in it, it might attract birds.
Isn't Greek yogurt chunkier?
No, it's thicker.
Yeah. It's
thicker?
thicker.
Yeah. I just want my brown cow. I like my brown cow cherry vanilla. Anyway, so I'm thinking I hit Shorty Shane up and I say, hey, we'll just shoot these hidden videos. You just show up at someone's house with one of those quart buckets of the big bucket of yogurt and with a paint brush, and you just start slathering yogurt on their window. And if they come out and say, what are you doing? Hey, man, I'm the yogurt window patrol. And we're helping residents in the area save money on their power bills by reducing the interior temperature. And that's why I'm out here painting yogurt. Could that end in a shooting of a little dwarf?
I don't see how it ends well under any circumstances.
I just thought it was a possibility.
Especially if the person's lactose intolerant.
All right. Breaking news! Breaking news on the MJ Morning Show. I guess this broke last night or yesterday afternoon that the Rays deal, the sale of the Rays, might be complete by September. Yeah, according to that website, The Athletic. Yeah, the sale of the Tampa Bay Rays from the current owner, who's Stu Sternberg, to that Jacksonville group. That's that Patrick Chalupa, Zalupski. I like Chalupa.
I wouldn't call him the Chalupa.
No?
Yeah.
Zalupski.
Yeah.
Remember I said it sounds like a Polish Taco Bell dish.
This guy could buy the radio station just to fire you.
That's fine with me.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
Please let that happen.
I can buy this radio station to fire me.
You know what? You could.
I really could. All right. So I should have bought the shark.
Yeah.
I should have snaked it right out from Jesus.
Yeah, we should.
I should have bought the shark instead of EMF.
Nonstop programming.
Oh, unbelievable.
Aired back-to-back crotchety calls 24 hours a day.
Hey, put EMF up on 21. Yeah, if people don't know this, EMF is buying our station, one of our FM signals, the shark. It's going to go away.
When?
I would say within 60 days would be my guess. I would say probably around the same time that the Rays are sold. Yeah. So, and EMF. Yeah, EMF. Yeah. Yeah. EMF is buying the station. They're just going to play this song over and over and over again. Now, EMF is the company that owns those, what is it, K-Love?
Yes,
Yeah.
Caleb.
So it's the K-Love Christian religious format. They're buying our station, The Shark, and they're going to turn it religious. So, man, there's going to be some nasty J-to-J competition between them and Joy. Wow. Yeah. They got to encode. They better encode, man.
It's like
I see too much CIE in the top 5. All right, so
Looks like the Lord needs to make a choice.
yeah. So, EMF it has nothing to do with. Yeah, EMF has nothing to do with that EMF. That's a whole different EMF.
So the Rays have been sold.
Yeah, so the sale of the Rays from Stu Sternberg to this Jacksonville developer group led by Patrick Zalupski. I guess the deal's for about a $1.7 billion. I guess there's a letter of intent, a letter of agreement. There's been an agreement in principle, and the sale is expected to close as soon as September, according to a source, somebody who was briefed on the process, who was not authorized to speak, but they did speak to The Athletic yesterday. Yeah, Zalupski is expected to keep the team in Tampa Bay. That was always when the original story broke from The Athletic, and they've had the best news on this. When the story originally broke,
we don't have a local newspaper anymore. So.
Well, we do, but it just doesn't seem like we do.
No wonder they got scooped by The Athletic.
So Zalupski is expected to keep the team here in the Tampa Bay area, and the source is also saying that the preference is to move the Rays to actually the city of Tampa or somewhere on the Tampa side rather than St. Petersburg. Tell you what, the money here is pretty big. Now, for a Major League Baseball team, $1.7 billion is low. The Rays are valued on the lower end of all of the Major League Baseball teams.
Sounds like a bargain.
But Stu Sternberg, he bought the Rays for about $200 million 21 years ago in 2004, and he's selling it for $1.7 billion. That's a hell of a return. That's an ROI, man.
I mean, he could have bought NVIDIA. I mean, that would have been a hell of a return.
So, but it looks like the indication is that the Rays will stay in the Tampa Bay area. So now I wonder when Chalupski is going to, work with. You don't like?
I don't.
When I see the name Zalupski,
just learn how to pronounce it.
What?
I don't know. I don't see what the advantage is of making fun of a guy's name. I don't think. It's
I lived my whole life with my name being made fun of.
So I don't know. Do what you want. I don't care.
I'm just having fun. The guy's name is Zalupski, and it just sounds like a.
So this billionaire comes to town. He's like, some radio guy's calling me a chalupa. What the hell kind of podunk town did I get involved with?
Maybe he'll like it.
No,
I don't know.
No comp tickets for him.
Yeah, who's this guy?
Dude,
he had the Malcolm money butt when the Glazers bought the team. He made fun of Malcolm Glazer's ass and made a parade float about it.
Hold it, you yell at me for not having a sense of humor sometimes, and then you like completely stonewall. It's like, I can't figure. You've got a tumor.
No,
you've got a brain tumor.
Shut your face, dude. There are things that are actually funny and things that you think are funny that aren't funny, and that's one of them.
90% of what you think is funny is not funny.
False.
False.
And nobody's in their car hearing you say Chalupa, going, oh, that MJ had me in stitches.
I'm sure there are a couple of people that are. Anyway.
Oh,
so
you don't take calls.
That's the breaking news. Oh, I got a bad one.
Another joke?
All right.
I'm done. Go ahead.
What do you know about Grindr?
Okay, all right. I don't want to tell you I know anything about it because you're going to turn it. But
when I say Grindr and then meet.
Okay.
Oh.
Meet Grindr.
I still think of the website.
I'm not talking about the gay dating site.
Listen, that's all I think
No,
about.
I'm talking about an actual meat grinder, and a teenager fell in one at a burrito factory out in California. That is awful. Listen, I'm just spitting it out.
Fester?
Yeah. A teenager was sucked into a meat grinder on Sunday when the machine suddenly turned on while he was cleaning it at a California factory for a popular frozen burrito brand. All right, now, I'm not an expert in frozen burritos. I will tell you that my friends and I, back when we were in like 7th, 8th, 9th grade, we used to hit the 7-Eleven on Haygood Road, and we used to get the little frozen burritos for like 69 cents and put them in the 7-Eleven microwave.
Yeah.
Back in 1980.
Is it like Jose Olay?
No, Tina's Burritos. Have you heard of Tina's?
Oh, yeah.
You have?
Yep.
Well, how have you heard of Tina's frozen burritos?
I think my sister used to get those.
Really?
I think so. Mm-hmm.
An unidentified 19-year-old victim was working at Tina's Burritos Food Processing in Vernon, California, as part of the after-hours sanitation cleanup crew. He's inside a meat grinder, and suddenly it turns on. This is a horror movie.
That's like a Final Destination kind of incident.
That's not the way you want to go.
No,
My God. That is awful. I mean, I would just make sure the machine's unplugged before I climbed in that thing. Even if it's hardwired, I'd throw I'd throw the power to the building before I climbed in that. I would disconnect the service from the power line from the street before I climbed in a meat grinder. Yeah, this is awful. I mean, what a way to. I mean, that's like the opening of one of those 6 Feet Under episodes on the old HBO show. There actually was. It was someone that got stuck in like a giant bread mixer in like a Wonder Bread factory. That was one of the openings for 6 Feet Under. That's terrible.
I'm looking at a package of Tina's chimichangas, steak and cheddar cheese.
Mm-hmm.
They look really good.
Any chalupas?
I don't know.
I've never heard of Tina's. Yes,
they sell it at Walmart. I've never had it, but they sell it at Walmart.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that pops up when I type Tina's into.
All right, so I guess Walmart sells Tina's stuff. All right, a couple of celebrity things. What time is it? 8:46. Oh, let me just mention that we're about an hour away from me having to check my email.
This is going to be the lamest thing, and it's not because of you. Well, it's partly because of you, because of your love affair with this guy. Chloe, have you heard the songs?
Which ones?
Have you heard Sabe's Morons in the News jingle?
I don't think so.
It's a yes or a no.
I don't
hold
think
on.
so.
MJ,
right.
We have somebody in the studio who we both trust.
All right.
Aw.
We want to play something for you.
Are your headphones loud enough? Can you hear?
Yeah.
Regardless of what you think other people are going to feel.
Yeah, just be honest.
We want your honest opinion of it.
So I like this. Fester crapped all over it.
Don't tell me that.
Why'd you say that?
Why did you say that?
You totally tainted it.
What the hell?
What an
All
idiot.
right. I'm sorry.
Forget everything you've heard for the last 8 seconds with this jackass over here.
Hang on, let me severance you and let me take you from the innie to the outie.
Moron.
Or just be like a judge.
I just said we have somebody here who's never untainted.
Chloe, what do you think of this jingle for Morons in the News that a listener sent in? Listen.
Welcome to the MJ Morning Show. All the big news and events will let you know. We got morons in the news. It's time to wake up, stop hitting the snooze. Hey, Fester holding down the spot. MJ and Michelle gotta deal with a lot. Now it's time to break dawn. 4 hours of the best morning radio's on.
All right, that's the first one, Chloe.
Oh, there are more?
That's number one. Okay.
I held my tongue on the first one, and your dad just went gaga over it.
Now here's the second one where Fester really went ballistic. This is the Morons in the News specific jingle from Sabe. Listen.
It's time for morons in the news. These crazy ass people got nothing to lose. Now they're making headlines. MJ calls them out while they're doing their time. Berserk stories boggle the brain. Insane men that sits going down in flames. A good laugh for the listeners alike. It's time to set it off. MJ doing it right. Perk your ears up, listen and learn what not to do, so it's never your turn. Cause you'll be called out, not in a good way. A derelict making news now for MJ.
All right, so what do you think?
Okay, wait. So that was that AI?
No, those are actually
Someone
written.
created that?
Yes, a guy named Sabe wrote and created those and sent them in to me to play.
Okay. Here are my thoughts.
Yes.
Clever, well written, but I just don't think it fits like the vibe of the show.
But what's the vibe of the show? All right, so
Not
listen.
that.
It's not that.
So Sabe sent an email.
It's great.
So
listen.
yesterday it got pretty aggressive in here with your dad defending this and me saying, my honest opinion was it was good. It was not great. I don't think we should be playing them or giving this guy this much airtime.
Sabe sends an email. MJ, it means so much to me that you like my MJ songs. I was pimping Monday morning when you played my Morons in the News song. It was the greatest. It was one of the greatest days of my life to get your approval. I was floating high, but then Fester wrecked me with his nasty trash. He needs to check it. Fester needs to be taught a lesson, and he's finna find out. Check your email at the very end of today's show for a Fester surprise he's not gonna forget. So, in an hour, at the end of the show, I need to check my email on my phone.
Oh, my God.
Because he's going to send, apparently, some new email.
It's like a Fester roast or something.
I don't know. But I have no idea what's coming. But I'm supposed to check my email at the end of the show, which is about an hour from right now, because he's going to send an email to mj@mjmorningshow.com. And apparently, Fester is going to have a surprise he's not going to forget. Dead ass.
Finna,
dead ass.
He was pimping when you liked his song. Listen, if this guy's going to come at me with something lyrical, okay.
All right. I cannot wait until the very end of the show. All right, moving along. Got some celebrity items I want to deal with. A couple of Britney Spears stories, interestingly, that Britney Spears on her Instagram post recently claims that she has adopted a beautiful baby girl.
Oh.
Is this accurate?
Like she's a mom again?
Britney Spears claimed in a chaotic Instagram post that she adopted a beautiful baby girl named Lennon. Over the weekend, she uploaded one of her go-to at-home dance videos. Is that like when she's dancing around with knives and stuff? And she's shaking back and forth in her living room. She's in a plunging pink bodysuit, black boots, a matching hat. And then she discusses both her dance routine and the fact that she's adopted a baby. Now, in her state, or is she like mentally adjudicated at all? Or the conservatorship is over.
Yeah.
But would she be allowed to? I mean, 'cause she seems fragile. And listen,
I was just about to ask, is she deemed fit
Yeah.
enough to be a parent?
I mean, is this true or is she just rambling? Did Britney Spears really adopt a little girl named Lennon?
Leave Britney alone. Hey, look, if it's a private adoption or if she had a surrogate or something, there's nothing to stop her. I mean, if she didn't go through like an adoption, run by the state, like facilitate, a child who's been removed from a home for whatever reason, and then she was able to adopt, then you have to, be cleared. But if she just hired somebody to carry the baby, I don't think there's anything.
While we all
that will prevent that.
speculate,
Is there any fresh news on this?
Yes.
What is it?
Festa found a story on E! News.
The mediocre reporters over at E! News, who did
Yeah.
all the work that we refused to do, said, "Did Britney Spears adopt a baby? Here's the truth."
Yeah, I didn't have time to look this up.
It says no. Britney Spears did not add a baby to her family one more time.
Oh, I see what they did there.
That's goody.
Adopt a baby one more time.
Despite the Grammy winner referencing a beautiful baby girl named London Spears to her July 13th Instagram post.
Right, that would have been on, Sunday, right?
E! News understands that Britney was only being cheeky in her post, and she has not actually adopted a daughter.
There's no, joke here, apparently. It's but she said she adopted a baby girl. It's not like it was some double entendre or she was promoting some. Anyway, so on the heels of that, 2 days earlier on July 11th, TMZ got the body cam footage from an airport cop's body cam after Britney had a situation. A customs officer accused Britney of skipping her medication after she reportedly acted badly on a flight from Cabo San Lucas to L.A. back in May. So I think I recall that story, and now they finally got their hands on the body cam footage, and the Customs and Border Protection officer made a claim, which was picked up on the body cam, that Britney is not taking her medication, that's why she's acting. Yeah, anyway, just weird stuff. Hey, who's Sydney Sweeney again, Michelle?
Oh, she's that actress. She was in, I think, the latest White Lotus. I don't know what else she's been in, but she's the one who also did the soap with the doctor, the Squatch.
You're not going to believe who she's getting into the lingerie business with. You're not going to believe this. All right, that's coming up in just a minute. Oh, also, Beyonce news today. Beyonce's been robbed. I mean, this is interesting. This is big.
Like Rob?
Yeah. Wait till you hear this. So Beyonce, we got a lot of stuff. The 9 o'clock hours next. We got the mystery surprise for Fester at the end of the show. We're back in minutes. Don't move. It's the MJ Morning Show here on Q105 on 104.7 FM. When it comes to a diamond ring, when it comes to an engagement ring, folks, you just go right to IDC. Let me just help you out. Let me help you cut through the clutter. When you need an engagement ring, or if it's diamond upgrade time for your loved one, just go right to International Diamond Center. Go right to IDC. You know, when a couple walks into IDC, they're blown away. Their eyes get huge. It is a mind-blowing experience. Sparkling jewelry, thousands of choices when it comes to engagement rings, all the styles that she's seen online. But then you have the experience at IDC. They're going to offer you a beverage. They'll answer all your questions. They will ask you questions so they can find your taste and style. You're told the secrets of the jewelry business. You're going to get a really great education, because an educated buyer is a smart buyer. Bottom line, IDC will take away all the risk, all the mystery, all the confusion. International Diamond Center, a true direct importer with rock-bottom prices, a luxury experience. It just doesn't get better. No compromises. It's IDC, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota, and tell them that MJ sent you at IDC. The Murphy Auto Group owns Miracle Toyota out in Haines City. You know, every day is a miracle at Miracle Toyota. So why buy at Miracle Toyota? Toyota car, Toyota truck, Toyota SUV. It's all of the bonus that you get when you buy at Miracle. How about the Miracle warranty? 10 years or 250,000 miles of added powertrain protection. Absolutely free. And that's going to start with the Miracle Advantage. 4 years of Toyota recommended maintenance, complimentary pit stop services. You have a 72-hour exchange policy, roadside assistance when you need it most. When you buy from Miracle Toyota in Haines City, you get the Miracle Advantage. Just have a great experience. They're going to treat you well, and all of these bonus items with serious value. Highway 27, US 27 in Haines City in Polk County. It's Miracle Toyota, and tell them the MJ Morning Show sent you. At 8:57, traffic's on. Here's Shriner, MJ Morning Show, back in minutes.
We have an accident on I-4 westbound at Thanona-Sassa Road with the left.
At the MJ Morning Show, the final hour on a Tuesday broadcast, and the same surprise email is imminent. It's incoming at the end of the show, and apparently Fester needs to be taught a lesson, according to Sabe. I don't know what it is, but we're going to find out at the very end of the show at about 9:48, 9:49, somewhere in that vicinity. We shall see what transpires. I just checked my email. Nothing is in yet, so I imagine he's going to wait until the very, very end of the show. All right, so Michelle, back to Sydney Sweeney. What was her claim to fame again? Hold on, she's what?
She's an actress.
Right.
And she was in the last season, I think, of The White Lotus. And
she was in Euphoria.
Right, I think she started in Euphoria.
That's right, the HBO
And then
thing.
she did that Dr. Squatch soap, I think, recently,
Yeah,
right?
she had a limited edition soap where they used her bath
Oh, that's
water.
right. Then we talked about that. All right, so
she's on a bit of a high right now.
Yeah, they sold bars of soap with like water that she allegedly bathed in.
It's fine with me.
That's disgusting.
That's fantastic.
That's
Didn't she also
gross.
go to the Bezos wedding? wedding?
Apparently, and guess what? That's where this is headed.
Okay.
Sydney Sweeney reportedly is launching a lingerie line with the help of Jeff Bezos.
Great. That's the partner you want to have.
You know what? I want to launch a mankini line with the help of Jeff Bezos.
Call him.
MJ's Mankinis.
Get a hold.
Michelle, would you be interested in Sydney Sweeney lingerie to spice up our bedroom?
No.
Hey, MJ, look at somebody like Jessica Simpson, who has launched a wildly successful brand.
Oh, hasn't she become a billionaire like Jessica Simpson?
Yeah,
looks like she ate it all, but no, she's now lost 100 and what was that story we had on Jessica Simpson?
She's had a weight loss.
She lost like 100 and something pounds.
She looks amazing.
Yeah, she looks fantastic these days, but she did balloon up.
So but Sydney Sweeney's certainly getting into business with the right person. I mean, what? You want to have Sears carry your line of garments? What brick and mortar store do you want to do? You want to carry your stuff at Kohl's?
So since Sears is out of business, it probably would not be a good business decision to team up with Sears.
I mean, if she's trying to...
it's some guy named Billy Sears. He lives out in Plant City.
So here's the deal. Is she going to make some kind of affordable line or for everyday women? Or is she going to make like Victoria's Secret type exclusive or stuff that might be higher price, higher tickets?
Well, Victoria's Secret is affordable. Victoria's Secret is not like some high brand stuff.
It's not as affordable as like Walmart or Target.
Okay, fine.
I mean, it depends who she's going into business with.
Yeah.
So this Euphoria star, this Sydney Sweeney, she's launching allegedly a new lingerie line very soon, and Lauren Sanchez and Jeff Bezos are financially backing the new venture, that they are apparent investors in the new Sydney Sweeney lingerie line. Well, if you're going to get someone to back your project, I think I would take Jeff Bezos any day. MJ's Mankinis.
Call him.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
I want to go backwards for a minute.
All right. What?
You made a pretty conclusory statement over there that the Victoria's Secret lingerie is affordable.
Yeah, they're in
How do you know that?
malls.
How do you know that? When have you ever purchased lingerie?
It is my assumption and my impression that
From
Victoria...
what experience?
Just I've always determined that, or always believed that Victoria's Secret was like a midline lingerie product.
Uh-huh.
Am I wrong? No, I'm not wrong.
I think you are wrong. And
how am I wrong?
It's not like it's a little bit of a higher brand. It is more expensive. It is a little more exclusive. They used to have the Angels, model show with, Giselle Bundchen, I think, was one of their angels with
Michelle,
the wings and everything. That costs a lot of money to put on.
How much
but
is
I'm more curious about how you got your evidence for that conclusion.
It's just
because you have never purchased one. We've been married for 30-something years, and you've never purchased one piece of lingerie.
So how much is a freaking bra at Victoria's Secret?
I don't know. I haven't purchased one there recently. You should have asked your daughter when she was in here. But I'm going to guess anywhere between $35 and $50, depending on which style and whether it's lacy and has a wire maybe, or I don't know. But I don't think they're cheap.
Yes. Or is this a question about lingerie?
Are you on hands-free, Chloe?
No, I got my phone to my ear.
No, you can't do that.
I'm putting one hand on the steering wheel. Don't worry.
Shut up. Your hands free. All right. Is Victoria's Secret expensive, or is it midline lingerie?
I consider it, well...
All right. When was the last time you were at Victoria's Secret?
Maybe a year ago.
All right. What did you buy?
I haven't bought lingerie from Victoria's Secret. I use a different line.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what did you go to Victoria's Secret for?
I use them for bras.
Okay. All right. So how much is a bra at Victoria's Secret?
Honestly, those could be like 30.
Do you consider Victoria's Secret expensive or kind of mid-priced?
I think it's expensive for the product, the quality, but I would consider it cheap. I would consider it cheaper than others.
Yeah, but it's like an upper mid-level brand.
It's not like an affordable brand. I mean, there's, you certainly can just go to Target or Walmart and get something for a lot more.
Also, MJ, I think Victoria's Secret has a female intimidation factor where a lot of women don't feel comfortable being in that environment.
I agree.
Oh, because they feel like they're being held against the models with wings on a CBS runway special?
I think if a size 12 woman who looks wonderful walks in there, she doesn't feel the same way.
Yeah.
There's something there. Where if you get in business with Amazon
right,
or Walmart,
yeah,
and you appeal to the masses and you just move product.
Like where you have women like hitting each other and ripping their clothes off in the aisles at Walmart?
If that's your
All right, Chloe, I got to run. Bye, Chloe.
Okay, bye.
All right, so now you wanted to go backward, Michelle. I'm going forward now.
Okay.
Now, this is a big Beyonce problem. Apparently, an unreleased collection of Beyonce music was stolen in a car break-in in Atlanta. Wow.
What can you do with that?
5 hard drives with watermarked music, some unreleased. Also, footage plans for a show. Past and future set lists were taken from a 2024 Jeep Wagoneer that was being driven by Beyonce's choreographer, Christopher Grant, last week, according to police. The car, which was being rented, was in a parking deck by the Krog Street Market. Am I saying that right? K-R-O-G? Krog? A popular spot near downtown Atlanta. Grant and Deandra Blue, one of Beyonce's dancers, told police when they came back to the vehicle about an hour after initially parking it, the trunk window had been damaged and 2 suitcases had been stolen. Ooh, man, you got to be careful with that crap. You've got gangs and thieves and that they stalk vehicles looking for luggage. Near LAX, it is bad.
Yeah, LAX, San Francisco.
Yeah. And, for instance, there's that famous In-N-Out burger right near LAX. And there's, all the airplanes fly like over the In-N-Out burger. And it's a very popular In-N-Out location. And it's also been a very popular spot for thieves because they know that people on the way to the airport, they drive in with their rental cars. They grab an In-N-Out burger before they return their rental car and catch their flight at LAX. And there are countless break-ins where people go in and get a burger, windows, and those experts, man, they've got thieves and these thugs. They'll drive around in their own car, and they'll have like a hit team that sits in the back seat. They jump out of the rear passenger doors. They're in trunks. They're in the back doors. Breaking windows or in seconds, and they're grabbing luggage and they're taking off. So you got to be really, Michelle, how paranoid am I? When we're traveling and I've got luggage in the vehicle, what do I always do? I generally bring what with me wherever we go into?
Your backpack.
My backpack, which generally has all my really valuable stuff.
Yep.
I will not leave my backpack in the car. If we're running in to grab a bite, if we need to run into Target, Walmart, I bring my backpack in. I do not leave it in the car.
Yeah.
If
Camera gear.
If you want to steal your dirty underwear or something out of your carry-on, that's one thing. You
Right ahead.
You can have that.
Yeah.
But
so did they know what they were getting? Was this a targeted theft, or was this just like they got lucky and now they have something that is more valuable than they even know what to do with? They're not going to know how to unload this.
Yeah,
what can they possibly do with her unreleased music?
Yeah. Well, I got to believe this was just a crime of opportunity. I can't believe that they were really targeted.
Yeah.
I think it just comes down to folks that are looking for vehicles that are easy scores with visible suitcases or visible valuables inside the vehicle. And it's just a literal crime of opportunity. And it just so happens that they had 5 hard drives with unreleased Beyonce music, tracks that have never been released yet. Wow. So they came back. The trunk window was damaged. 2 suitcases gone. Grant said he was carrying some personal sensitive information for Beyonce. Yeah. Laptops and headphones belonging to Grant and Blue, along with other valuables, including furs, bags, personal documents, were also boosted. Police and investigators with the larceny auto unit have subsequently secured an arrest warrant for a suspect, but no one has been arrested. So they apparently know who did it. I don't know whether there was surveillance video and maybe it's a career criminal that the auto squad is aware of. So the identity of the suspect has not been released. And Beyonce was set to perform in Atlanta last night. The fourth and final show in Atlanta for the ongoing Cowboy Carter tour.
She has that four show stint in Atlanta.
Yeah, well, that last night was the last show. So she must have done what, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Or
I guess so.
Were they four in a row?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's problematic. Speaking of music, what do you make out of this Michael Jackson story and the extortion deal? This is interesting. A Michael Jackson alleged longtime friend.
What happened?
Is now being accused of shaking down the Michael Jackson estate for $200 million.
Yes, he was a longtime friend.
Can I get a hee-hee? Hee-hee. No. Hee-hee. No, it's hee-hee.
I can't.
You can't do that one, can you?
No.
Hee-hee.
You promise not to take any pictures?
Promise. Shamo. Can I get a shamo? Shamo. Is it Shamon or Shamor?
Both. What happened?
All right, so this is crazy. A New Jersey guy who once took Michael Jackson into his home after the 9/11 terror attacks.
I remember that guy.
And called Michael Jackson his second family, is now being accused of trying to rip off the Jackson estate for $213 million. Frank Casio.
I remember I said, your last name is like the calculator.
Well, it's not spelled that way. It's Cascio. And also, when you think of Casio, I think more of digital watches than the Casio calculator.
They actually have a full line of electronic products.
Why don't you just say it reminds me of the old Casio CZ101 keyboard.
That too.
Or, no. Yeah, that was, I had one of those back in the day. I also had that, man, I wish I still had it. Do you remember like early 80s that Casio little mini keyboard? It was about a foot long and it was like white or beige.
Yes.
And it was a little like digital keyboard. It was like handheld. Man, I wish I still had that thing. And I remember.
You're so talented.
It had one button where it just played that little song. Okay. Wish I still had that little Casio.
Yeah.
All right, so Frank Casio, 44 years old, has apparently threatened to go public with claims against Michael Jackson that have never been voiced while Jackson was alive. In a petition filed in L.A. Superior Court, the Michael Jackson Company and estate co-executors allege that Frank Casio and unidentified associates are attempting what is described as a civil extortion scheme. They're trying to, shake him down? So he doesn't release, what does he allegedly have information into Michael Jackson alleged, molestation, bad behavior, kids? I mean.
He has all the dirt.
Yeah, for more than 3 decades, Casio, whose father had struck up a partnership with Michael while working as a hotel employee in New York, leading to Jackson becoming a regular visitor to his home and referring to the Casios as his second family. And now one of the sons is trying to shake down the Michael Jackson estate allegedly for $213 million.
Do you know what bedtime is at Neverland Ranch?
What?
It's when the big hand touches the little hand.
Didn't I also hear there's a sale on kids' pants at Penny's?
Yes, there's a sale at Penny's. Little boys' pants are half off. I'll be there.
Hee hee.
Do you want to hear a really terrible one?
No.
Yes.
No.
Go.
How many? This is awful. How many Michael Jacksons does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I don't know how many, Fester.
Don't be ridiculous. Michael Jackson doesn't screw. He screws.
I Fester, stop.
Don't say it.
Just stop. Stop.
I'll say half the punchline.
Just
Half the punchline.
He'll
The
say
first
half.
half of the punchline is, don't be ridiculous.
Stop.
Michael Jackson doesn't screw light bulbs. And then it's bum, 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 bum.
I think I got it.
Yeah. That's the best Michael Jackson joke in the world. Because nobody's... Is there a better one?
All right, that's terrible.
How many Michael Jacksons does it take to screw a light bulb?
Anyway,
Fester,
so
you're terrible.
how do you come up with 213 million?
Very specific number.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the Michael Jackson company is accusing this so-called family friend of shaking the estate down. All right, do you remember yesterday we talked about the NutriBullet?
Yeah, exploding, and you saw some videos and
Yeah,
stuff.
we had a story yesterday about the NutriBullet. The little blender,
Countertop, small blender.
Yeah, exactly. We had a story yesterday about the NutriBullet and how it exploded on an individual and severed their hand. But then apparently over the years, there have been lots of people that have been hurt by the NutriBullet. So I get a direct message from a listener on my Instagram. And of course, my Instagram is Certified MJ Radio. Certified MJ Radio. If you don't follow me, give me a follow. Certified MJ Radio. If you ever want to direct message me on Instagram, my DMs are open. Certified MJ Radio. So Britt sends me a note. My father-in-law. It's funny.
What'd Britt have to say?
Excuse me.
It's all right.
Choking up over here. My father-in-law had a NutriBullet cup explode in my mother-in-law's car after leaving it in there for a while when they flew to Louisiana for 3 days. Her car was parked in the TPA airport parking garage. They came back to explosive NutriJuice all over the ceiling, the back of the vehicle, the seats everywhere, you name it. It had chunks of blueberries and all. I can't call in because I'm at work, but wanted to share. Have a great day. My name is Britt.
Did it ferment and just heat up and swell up?
So I wrote him back, and I said, they left a NutriBullet with fermenting juice in a car? And he said, yup. Well, that's not NutriBullet's fault in that case.
I mean, it's like a Coke can blowing up because you leave it in the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Or who was it? Was it Froggy that had a wine bottle? Remember he left a bottle of wine?
In the back of his truck.
Yeah, red. Yeah. No, it was back of his car back then.
The Altima.
Yeah.
Yes.
He drove an Altima?
I think he did.
Dead ass. Froggy drove it. So he left a bottle of red wine. And I'm talking like July, August. I mean, where temperatures in our Florida cars consumed to like 140 degrees in there. And the bottle of wine exploded. And can you imagine 750 milliliters of red wine just exploding like a bomb in the interior of a Nissan Altima? Dead ass. All Froggy needed was drive around with a shower cap on. Anyway, so yeah, don't leave. That's not NutriBullet's fault.
No, that isn't.
Fermenting bullet juice. Hey, Elmo's X account got hacked.
Oh, no.
Oh, I mean, this is bad. This is bad. Wait till you hear what was posted on Elmo's X account, formerly Twitter. We'll get to that coming up in just a minute. Hey, I'm looking at a pile of great stuff. We got kids are getting poisoned with those nicotine pouches. We'll get to that coming up. Yeah, you gotta not leave these nicotine pouches around for little kids. I mean, we got a lot of stuff. The final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next, and what I'm really, really looking forward to is in the final segment, toward the end of the show, we're supposed to, I'm doing quotes here, we're supposed to get an email from Sabe at the end of today's show for a festive surprise he's not going to forget. That's what the email. So we're supposed to get another email from Sabe in a few minutes at the end of the show, about 9:48, 9:49, somewhere in that vicinity. I got to be honest. I'm very curious on this. I mean, this is entertaining to me.
I can tell by how much airtime you've given this.
All right, 9:22 at the MJ Morning Show. Final chunk. You don't want to miss it. Trust me. On the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 104.7 FM. Veterans Ford is standing by, waiting for you to walk through the door. You go to Veterans Ford, and you just proudly announce when you walk in, I am here for the MJ deal. What that guarantees is that no other Ford dealer in town, within the sound of my voice, no other Ford dealer will beat a Veterans Ford price when you invoke the MJ deal. Listen, they're going to bend over backwards. They're going to make sure this deal is done. You're not going to get a better price at another dealer. The Veterans Ford experience is just top-notch. Everything about Veterans Ford, just the way they treat you, it's not going to be like the typical slimy car dealer experience. It's just a different level of care, and they want you to come back for years and years and years. They want you spreading the word, man. I got this new Ford at Veterans. Man, they were great. That's what they want to hear from their customers, and they treat you well. Service department, best in town. If you've had some issues, you got some spotty Ford service, or you had some bad treatment, go to Veterans Ford for your Ford service. You're going to love their service department. It's Veterans Ford, Line Ball on the Veterans Expressway, and tell them you want the MJ deal, and MJ sent you. Traffic's on 923. Let's grab Shriner with the latest back in a minute. is a bonus morons in the news segment, or at least a couple of stories here on the MJ Morning Show. Usually we do morons in the news about, 6:40 or so every morning. Some moron hacked the Elmo X account.
I mean, you got to figure, that's geared toward children. Why does Elmo need an X account?
Well, you know what? That's what I thought of. X really has become the Wild West. Even Twitter back in the day. What kids should be on Twitter or X now? They should not. And in fact, how many states have laws that kids should not be on social? Florida has one.
Yeah, we just recently.
Don't we have isn't it 16 or 13? What is it?
I thought it was 16.
Michelle, can you just look up the Florida social media kid law and just tell me what the law is? But I mean, why does, especially with the kind of the shift from Twitter to X and it becoming even less monitored and more. Like
the Wild West of the
internet. It's I don't want to say dangerous, but listen to this. The Elmo from Sesame Street X account was hacked on Sunday. The account has over 640,000 followers, and the account started posting really nasty, offensive posts. Do you want to hear, folks, listen, for the sake of reporting and news, I've got to read some of these. One of the posts on Sunday, this is the Elmo verified, ELMO, Elmo verified, formerly Twitter, now X account. On Sunday, Elmo wrote this. Elmo says, all Jews should die.
Ooh.
What? And then F-bomb Jews. Donald Trump is Netanyahu's puppet because he's in the Epstein files. Jews control the world and need to be exterminated. This is in freaking Elmo's X account. How does somebody hack Elmo's? What was their password? Sesame 123.
Yeah, so basic.
What the hell was that? What? Then Elmo texted, "Release the files." At real Donald Trump, child murderer, or I'm sorry, child. It's blurred out. I think it's child effer. Yeah. Then Elmo tweets again, "Kill all Jews." Then another. This is insane.
Elmo.
Listen, they finally, I guess they had him deleted. Sesame Street put out a statement to Fox News Digital. In a statement, a Sesame Workshop spokeswoman confirmed that Elmo's X account was compromised today by an unknown hacker who posted disgusting messages, including anti-Semitic and racist posts. We're working to restore full control of the account. Yeah, how about using a better password? Who does this? You think it's like a former employee somewhere that did have access to the account?
Yeah, I think so. That's what it's got to be.
Or some employee that was hacked themselves and they got into some digital wallet and got the password. I don't know. That's what, to me, the story is how the hell did somebody get the Elmo on X password in order to put those offensive, vile posts posing as Elmo?
Is Mr. Snuffleupagus pissed off about his airtime on Sesame Street that he's trying to sabotage Elmo? Is Oscar the Grouch trying to get some retribution for a slight?
Bert and Ernie are angry they were outed.
Dude, not Ernie, but it's Bert. That Bert guy with that one eyebrow.
Bert, he seems like he could snap at anything. He's high strung.
Yeah,
Bert's the high strung one. Yes. Ernie's the Ernie's the laughy one, but Bert, He's a high-strung time bomb waiting to explode. Yeah, I bet you Bert did it. It was Bert.
It could have been the count.
Oh, that's true. The password is a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. What an easier password. So they did delete the posts. Several ex-users from both sides of the political aisle, they were like, what is going on here? Senator Mike Lee, who's a Republican from Utah, He wrote, I'm forever scarred by @Elmo.
Yeah, no kidding.
The Huffington Post said, I thought we all agreed Elmo is off limits.
I mean, leave Elmo alone, man.
Another representative, Jared Moskowitz, wrote, he's a Democrat from Florida. I think he's, South Florida. He wrote, see what happens when you defund PBS.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I don't disagree with that.
That's rough. Holy bejeebers. All right, 9:34 at the MJ Morning Show. What did I had something over here that I wanted to get to. Oh, I got it. I do not have an executive membership at Costco.
Is that like the highest ranking?
Yeah, I think I have the lowest membership. I only go to Costco like maybe 6 times a year. And like, I'll just, pick up a whole handful of stuff. At Costco, there are more items recently that I really like. Kind of like my list of Trader Joe items.
Mm-hmm.
The Trader Joe's items. There are some staples that, you make a destination trip just to Trader Joe's. Like my last trip to TJ's, oh, man, they didn't have my English peas.
So an executive membership at Costco is $130.
All right. So I pay the cheapest membership, which I think I just renewed recently. I think I'm $65 a year.
Okay.
But the reason why I'm bringing this up is people are like, oh, my God, it's like a dream. It's like I've died and gone to Costco heaven. With the executive membership, I think that's the black card. If you pay $130 a year, you get to shop for a whole hour earlier now with nobody else in the store.
Oh.
Yeah. Didn't one of these warehouse clubs have some kind of deal that if you were a business member
Sam's Club was like that.
Do they still do that?
I don't know if they still
Years
are.
ago, yeah, Sam's Club used to do that.
I guess I've always had a business membership, but you can go in like 2 hours early.
Yeah.
But a new Costco executive member privilege, if you've got the black executive card, if you pay for that tier, a new exclusive early shopping hour program went into effect on June 30th. Some of the members, though, some of the Costco workers were not happy about it. They were not happy about the policy. They claimed they weren't told. It just showed up one day. The $130 a year annual membership, you can now access the store from 9 to 10 a.m. Sunday through Friday before all of the other tiers of membership. On Saturday, the busiest day, you can shop from 9 to 9:30. So you get a half an hour unabated from 9 to 9:30 and then 9 to 10 on Sunday. Is that worth paying twice the amount of my cheapo? I remember my Costco membership used to be $40. When did it go to 65?
I tell you, MJ, if it can get you in and out of there and you could save 20 or 30 or 40 minutes each trip.
People are saying it's like a ghost town in there. It's like you're the people are saying, well, they're not saying this. I'm just kidding. People are probably thinking it's like an episode of The Walking Dead where, everyone's dead and you just get to walk through Costco.
Listen, I mean, it depends how much your time is worth. If it can save you 20 minutes a trip and you can do that 20 times a year, that's a lot of time.
Yeah, if you're a business person, you want to get in and out early.
Yeah, and they also have a 2% reward on the executive. So it depends on how much money you spend. The card pays for itself.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Andrew just said on my ear, but employees are not happy. Yeah, I mentioned that a second ago, that employees claim they weren't even told. That
do your job.
Seriously, they show up to work and it's like, yep, we're opening up at 9 o'clock.
Why the hell do they need to tell the rotisserie chicken guy at what time? Just make the chickens.
Yeah. Come in and do your job.
Seriously, just put out the pastries.
Andrew, did you see any other reasons why some of the employees were not happy, or is it just...
Well, they didn't have. It's an hour earlier than they used to work. Now they've got to rework how they take care of the kids in the morning.
But they're getting paid. It's not like
Well, when they took the job, it didn't exist that early.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their routine. I can get to a job on time because I take my kids to school at this time.
Right.
And if I have to show up an hour earlier, it throws a wrench in the whole plans.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I mean,
I can actually see that, Fester.
But just tell the chicken guy to keep those babies coming.
Mm-hmm.
I love.
Are they still as good as they were before?
Oh, I love those chickens.
Okay.
All the probiotic.
Have you seen the guy that walks through Costco and he's ripping products on how bad they are for you? But he also does like this product is good for you.
There are so many people that do that. Like, get this snack, not this snack. Get this snack.
Yeah, but there's this one guy that keeps popping up in my feed, and he's like just shredding some of the products. Don't buy this. This will kill you before you leave the store. And maybe not that bad. But, he's going over like just all these items. All these content creators, man. Just leave it to us professionals, would you please?
Yeah, so we can play songs from Sabe.
Dude, you're itching, man. Let me check my email. Hold on. Let me check. Folks, we've got a Sabe email.
I am unmoved by this guy who is
nothing yet.
Moving from regular listener to nut listener.
Dude, why are you taking this so seriously?
Why are you?
No, you're
talking about it every segment. It's like you want to kiss this guy.
Because I'm interested in this. What do you say?
It's like you want to kiss this guy. You're talking about him every...
I'm interested because he sent some songs to the show. I like them. You didn't. You disparage him.
70% of our listeners don't like them.
He tells you...
Would you deliberately do something that 70% of our listeners don't like? You would. But most shows wouldn't.
He is an agitator.
I'm going to read the original email that has Fester all twisted up into a freaking pretzel in a few minutes. And then I'm looking at my email. My MJ at mjmorningshow.com email is open, and I'm waiting for the email from Sabe that is supposed to arrive at the end of the show.
You know those mail order catalogs where you can have like somebody make a custom song for somebody? Mm-hmm. That's the line of work Sabe should be in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a song, ha ha ha, yeah. This song's for Chris.
What the hell are you saying?
What's up, buddy? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this guy's not a talented guy, and you're just going on and on.
Hey, should we try Brianna Banasiski, that snarky real estate agent, one more time?
Why? Because you don't even like what she's doing.
Yeah,
no.
Are you going to hate on her?
No. I find her stuff funny, but I'm pointing out that I think it's ethically compromised that she's going into other listings and shredding the property and videoing them and putting them online.
Ethics of who?
She's not insulting the property. She's making jokes about the property. There's a big difference. There's a big difference.
What do you mean? She's making a mockery out of listings. I find her shtick funny, but I'm able to look at it from both angles.
No, you're never able to do that.
What do you mean I'm not able to do? Of course I'm able to look at things from multiple angles.
I don't think the M in MJ doesn't stand for multiple angles.
Multiple personalities.
Yeah, right. Let me.
No, it's MJ, not MP.
Let me try to reach out to her.
Not MPS, multiple personality syndrome.
MJ, let me send her a direct message and see if we can't set it up.
Why don't I just try to call her now?
Because it's the last 5 minutes of the show. We're going to squeeze her in and get her off.
Hey, can you look up the Southwest flight at Tampa International last night? There's like confusion. Some people think the plane was struck by lightning at the gate. And then, we had a nasty one. Did you get rocked in Lutz last night?
Yeah, it was rumbling through.
That was an incredible front that rolled through, man. That was ugly. The lightning, the thunder. I don't know if you saw this, but there was lightning, then the thunder, 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 lightning, then the thunder, thunder.
Who sings that song?
Imagine Dragons. Yes. Can I help you? So look this up. What do we have?
Imagine dragging these nuts across your face.
Yes! Stop.
Yes!
Don't
Yes!
Michelle, come on.
Yes!
Listen, it's enough coming from our kids.
See?
Would you stop?
I'm sorry.
I had the dramatic pause. People were saying the jokes in their car. And then Meech comes, boom, right up there.
I had to let it go just long enough. He got distracted over there.
You're a barred lawyer.
It's so unethical for me to tell a nuts joke. Oh, ethical police over there.
She's out of control.
I'm out of control. I'm ranting and raving.
She's ranting and raving.
I'm riding your coattails.
Yes. When are you all going to get rid of Michelle? And she's just ranting and raving.
Yeah.
Y'all need to get rid of her.
Yeah, we do.
And she's out of control.
Out of control.
She's riding on MJ's coattails too long.
Too long.
Oh, man. Do you have the Southwest story?
I think I do. Passengers were evacuated.
Let me see. This one.
I don't even know if it's yesterday's story.
This is hang on a minute. We got a call about you, Fester. Then I'll hold on. Let me
call about Fester?
Yeah, hang on.
Is it a complaint?
Let's find out.
Oh, let's hope somebody's complaining about you too, Fester. Love it.
What's your name?
My name is Amy.
Amy, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Tampa.
All right, Amy, you have a complaint about Fester?
Yes, me and my coworker listen to you every day, and dude, he is PMSing today. He is bitching like crazy. What's up with him today?
Amy, you
He's
have to
usually
understand.
funny.
MJ, you have to understand. I'm under a relentless attack this morning from MJ and his love affection of Save.
He would never do that though. MJ is awesome.
Okay, great. I'm with you. I'm on Team MJ. I think he's awesome. But sometimes
We like when you're funny, not when you're whining.
Listen.
Fester.
Hold on, listen. I am something very unfunny is this attack that Sabe has levied against me. Fester's going to pay. He's finna find out.
Dude, you're like the happiest-go-luckiest, don't give a bleep guy, except sometimes you like flip the switch and you turn psychotic.
I mean, I was PMSing a little earlier when MJ would mispronounce
Yeah,
the
I'm
name.
about ready to bring you a box of tampons or something. I'm like, this is not Fester.
Listen, admittedly, I was PMSing earlier in the show when MJ was mispronouncing the name of the new Ray Zone.
All right, so now you'll be all straight.
All right, but Amy, did you still find today's show entertaining?
Oh, of course.
Did you
Of
not
course.
hear the
We
Michael
love you
Jackson
guys.
jokes?
All right, Amy, are you also waiting to see what this email is that I get at the end of the show?
Oh, heck yeah.
All right, well, man, it could-
Amy, admit it. What did you think of Sabe's songs, Amy?
It's same. Say that again.
What
I didn't hear you.
The guy Sabe who sent us these two songs that MJ loves and I hate, and the reason why you think I'm being, on my cycle.
Well, we thought they were funny, actually.
Okay. All right. So she likes the songs, just like I like them. All right, Amy, thanks for calling. I appreciate it. Let me check my email to see if 945. All right. Nope, nothing yet. All right, I'm looking for the email from Sabe. Southwest, back to that. So was this flight hit? I've heard different stories that no, it wasn't. It might have been close. All right, so this is a Fox 13 story. When did they publish this? This was last night at 10 p.m. 10:08 p.m., Fox 13, Southwest flight evacuated at Tampa International Airport. Passengers boarding a Southwest flight at Tampa International Airport were evacuated early Monday evening. Tampa officials said that there were reports of a lightning strike on the passenger boarding bridge and smoke aboard the plane. However, TPA operations team determined that lightning did not hit the plane or the bridge, and the team found no other issue when checking for smoke. Well, was there smoke or not smoke?
I mean, that's pretty simple, right?
Yeah. Officials did say the plane was grounded for further inspection. TPA officials said the plane was evacuated out in abundance of caution after the reports. It's all happening while storms were rolling through the area earlier Monday evening. According to TPA, the flight was traveling from Baltimore to Fort Lauderdale, but had diverted to Tampa for an issue. Oh, they're already having a bad day. So a Baltimore to Fort Lauderdale flight that diverted to Tampa.
That's a terrible flight.
I wonder if that was weather-related as well. No one was injured during the incident, but apparently they've determined that no, the Southwest 73 was not hit, nor the jet bridge, the jetway, was not hit.
Imagine how
either.
loud that would be if you're on the jetway and it got hit by thunder or lightning.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that'd be scary.
Absolutely. All right, what else do we have? Oh, I mentioned the nicotine patches. Kids are ODing. Little kids are finding these nicotine, not the patches, the pouches.
Can you OD on nicotine?
I think,
sick?
yeah, especially a kid. If you get too much nicotine in your body, they're called like nicotine pillows.
Yeah.
They're those little, we've talked about these things.
Zins.
Exactly. Yeah. So we've talked about Zins. Remember we had a story like a week or so ago that a guy got into an argument with a Delta flight attendant about having the Zin nicotine pillow pouch in his mouth. And you can't compare that to having
tobacco.
Yeah, if you like a spit cup, you can't chew tobacco on an airplane.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Check my bag of Red Men.
Yeah, but this is a problem, is that the kids are finding their parents' Zin nicotine pouches, and the kids are sucking on the pouches, and they're poisoning kids. Listen, you got a 2-3-year-old that's sucking on a nicotine pouch, And the amount of nicotine, the milligrams that are going into their blood system through, sublingually, I mean, that's a problem. Yeah, a shocking new study published yesterday. This is fresh. In the journal Pediatrics revealed that these smoke-free alternatives pose a deadly threat to little children.
Can't have that.
Between 2010 and 2023, there were 134,663 nicotine ingestions among children younger than 6, based on calls to U.S. poison centers.
I mean, think about it. The kids see the adults putting it in their lip. They think it's harmless.
Like it's candy or something.
Yeah.
Monkey see, monkey do. That kind of thing. All right, 9:49 at the MJ Morning Show. It's here.
Okay.
Oh, the emails arrived.
Great.
Oh, man.
All right, Sabe.
All right, 9:49 at the MJ Morning Show. Holy moly. Should I open it up and read? Let me share the original one first. MJ, it means so much to me that you like my MJ songs. I was pimping Monday morning when you played my Morons in the News song. It was one of the greatest days of my life to get your approval. I was floating high. But then Fester wrecked me with his nasty trash. He needs to check it.
Check it?
Fester needs to be taught a lesson, and he's finna find out. Check your email at the very end of today's show for a Fester surprise he's not going to forget. Okay.
Okay.
Hang on.
Are you gonna play it off of your phone?
No, it's there's no paperclip. It looks like just a regular email. There's no paperclip attached, so it's not an attachment.
So there's no song?
That doesn't appear to be a song. All right. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think I can read this.
Okay.
I don't think I can read this on the air. Holy schmenky.
Can I read it on the air?
I'm going to read it. All right, here we go. It's short and sweet. That's why I was able to read it so fast. MJ, you have my back, but Fester went on the attack. How's he getting home with no 2010 DTS Cadillac? What the? Oh, what? Oh, dude, we got to go out right now. Oh my! All right, folks, we've got to. What is he saying about your 2010? All right, folks, we're going out right now. I'm ending the show. All right, follow this. The remainder of this will be on my Instagram. I'm gonna shoot video right now. We got to go. He's saying something about your Cadillac in the parking lot.
All right.
All right, we
Now we gotta call the police.
We're literally running out of the studio right now. Follow what's going to happen on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. I'm going to shoot video the minute we walk out of this room.
I've got groceries in the back.
I don't know what is going on. I have no idea what's happening here. MJ, you have my back, but Fester went on the attack. How's he getting home with no 2010 DTS Cadillac? All right, we're going out right now live. Watch my Instagram. I probably won't do Instagram Live. I'll probably do a video and post it. I don't know what's going on here, folks. All right, Certified MJ Radio. Follow my Instagram right now. Certified MJ Radio. We're done. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's be careful out there. Why am I hitting this again? I'm all flustered and confused. Back. See you tomorrow morning.
Hear the latest MJ Morning Show podcast on the Q105 app, powered by Anna Jar and Levine.